that.
Recording in progress. What you see before you is a bird's eye view
Ooh.
of the city of Iz. Once the jewel of Sarkoria, now a pit in which the Worldwound transgresses through the city
Oh
like
yeah.
an open wound, radiating filthy abyssal magic, warping even the most demonic creatures that stay here for too long. And now your target as you move through the riverbeds of East Sarkoris towards the city of Iz in what may ultimately be the final adventure of this adventure path as you go there to close the world wound forever at the behest of Queen Galfrey and all of your various gods and goddesses. But this is what you see if you were above it. Above, you see the remnants of rocks and rubble floating above the city in rivers of detritus and demonic pterodactyl-looking creatures. Below, the city itself mostly destroyed, largely abandoned. But those who live within are the most horrible of creatures, and those that are strong enough to tolerate the warping radiation of the world wound that ultimately destroys both man and demon alike. That is where we begin tonight. Last time, you guys basically looked at a great deal of options about how to get into the city. And the initial one was the idea that you would sort of follow the riverbed into the city, go to the gates. And here, let's just go take a look at that. Because I think it's still actually on the maparoo. Yeah. So, can you guys? Yeah, you can see the thing. So, there's a couple of different ways in the city. You guys could take the riverbed, get to the city, come in through the Great Gate, go to the Yearning House, go over to the Soul Foundry, or go around to the other gate, come through, then teleport over to Karamzada's palace. But that travel seems fraught with hazard, especially as you get closer to the city. So, last time at the end, what what Ilindar did was basically summoned an air elemental and scried through the air elemental as it overflew the destroyed city of Iz. It overflew the Yearning House, where it saw a couple of what looked to be sort of demonic guards standing around outside. But otherwise a largely intact building amongst the mostly rubble and destroyed or abandoned buildings of the city. It overflew the World Wound section there that you can see on the purple line. And hi, Lexi. That overflew the city over the purple line. The air elemental took damage as it flew over the rift, and then it overflew the soul foundry, and something came and noticed it and destroyed it. And that
Which
was
was
all you
very
saw,
rude.
which was very rude. But you know, demons are not known for their etiquette. But it was destroyed. But you did get good enough looks at both the Yearning House and the Soul Foundry that Ilindar feels comfortable, and Ilindar, both Ilindar and Bartos feel comfortable with the idea of using greater teleport to get there, rather than waste time using the traveling on foot. There's pros and cons to each, but when we ended last time, that was largely where you guys had sort of come to, was the idea of what are we going to do, and setting up the opportunity that if you ended up wanting to use greater teleport to get into the city and move around, you had a functional knowledge of the locations where you're supposed to be going to do that, and that's kind of where we start today.
I disbelieve.
I just
Um,
it all goes away. It was all a dream. And there's a kid with a snow globe with the city of Iz in it, turning it upside down. You have to be of a certain
so
age to even get that joke.
so I have a couple of things I want to tell the party that they can use while they're making their plans. I'll
Confession,
do
confessions, you
You
mean?
confess.
not confessions. I've I've nothing to confess about. I've never done anything wrong.
You hear the sound of
Anyway,
thunder in the distance.
Yeah. Are we
um,
Are we coming in here full spells, or are we?
Yeah, you've gotten a rest.
Oh, yeah,
You rest.
it's been a full day since
Okay,
we
all right.
fought the dwarves and everything. So
I
yeah,
still had spells.
rescued the dwarves.
rescued.
We did
So
some.
Not fought.
I have an ability of disguising myself as a demon, including up to large demons. I was thinking about maybe disguising myself, impersonating a Merilith, if you guys would want to do that at any point. I am also, thanks to my mistress, able to determine the direction and distance to the nearest demon at any time. I can't tell you what it is. I can just say, hey,
you can tell us.
Is the
We're on
next
the same
demon.
side.
You can tell us.
Are we though?
I don't. It's not that he's withholding it.
Yeah, it's not like I know it and I'm not saying. I just don't know.
Oh, okay.
You can tell me. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, he's the Dr. House of this party.
Sure, Shirley, you're kidding. I'm not kidding, and don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
Classic movie. Okay.
So that's just a couple of things that you should know when you're making your plans, and I'm willing to help in any way I can.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's good to know.
That being said, what's the plan?
Yeah. What?
Oh, you
all
have a
staring at each
plan?
other?
It's still not how we figured out how we're getting in this city.
Yeah, I think we know how
We're
to
going
get
to walk in the city.
I thought we knew the order.
We just need somebody to remember what the hell we're supposed to be doing in the city. Because I don't remember at all.
We're
are
visiting
doing-
those 3 white squares.
We have to go to
Yeah,
the
let's-
white
what are we
squares.
supposed
got
to
a
be doing
plan.
there?
Okay, so
Fly over the first one and then land at the second one and then walk to the third one or something, right?
like the opposite.
Opposite.
Yeah, I think you. Well, there's some talk about teleporting. There's some talk about walking. But all right. So hold on a second.
Let's do telewalking.
You need
just
like
walking
cliff
in.
notes for old people, Les. We've passed the 30-year-old stage. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's just nothing left, dude.
All right, so here's the 3 things that you guys are supposed to be doing before you. All right, so ultimately, just to review, ultimately your job is to go ahead.
Go to Walgreens and get some stool softener. Quest number 2 is antihistamines.
Don't forget gas. Shit.
Those are different aisle. You'll get confused. You'll have to pass Gatorade.
Do they have ear and nose hair trimmers there? Because I burned
I
mine
have
out.
3 of those in the house somewhere in different locations.
At this point, I just use a weed eater.
I just wear them out. It's like
The blades aren't strong enough.
Oh God.
it's I have some questions for the intelligent designer, frankly. Having lost all my hair before the age of 28 on my head, it's my ear and nose hair. So it's like, what am I trying to filter out of the air here? Insects? They're not flying up my nose. I stay in the house. It should be fine. I don't know.
So
We're
glad
gonna,
Luke doesn't play with this group because he'd be mortified.
we're gonna start with toenails and nipples and go on from there when I have with the questions.
Which nipples? Which toes?
Well, I'm a man, so realistically, I don't have much use for them.
Nipples are on men for women to annoy men with. That's what I decided.
For tweaking.
Yep.
Purple nipple.
Exactly.
All right, so all right, so the primary job you guys are doing is you're going into the Worldwound to try and shut down the Worldwound. You have the lexicon of what's that is the thing that the book that you used a couple of pages of to shut down that one gate. And basically Golfer came to you guys and said, look, we figured it out. We know how to make this work. We're going to shut down the Worldwound. We could shut down essentially what the Worldwound is a giant planar gate held open by various magics and such. But this book, the power contained in this book, they believe is sufficient enough that it can shut it down, basically, and close the world. So that's ultimately your job. But to do that job, there's a couple of things that you need to do first. The first one is to get what's called the Nihydrian chisel. When you remember way back in the first book, you remember when we talked about the idea that there was a ward stone network that was broken that allowed the breakthrough of the demons to get to the city that you guys were in? The thing that broke those ward stones was something called the Nihydrian chisel, which was essentially a chisel made out of Nihydrian crystals. Now, you guys are very familiar with the idea of Nihydrian crystals and what they can be synthesized into and used for. In this case,
very dangerous.
All the intelligence that you have indicates that this particular relic of the initial battles is in a place called the Yearning House, which is essentially a demonic brothel in the city of Iz. That the person who has it is named Mistress Anamora, and who your intelligence, the people who are telling you, they believe that she is some sort of priestess of Discari, but may not be. Ultimately, the theory is that she doesn't really necessarily understand what she has in the Nihydrian chisel. Otherwise, the demons would be using it for other things. But it's supposed to be in this Yearning House place somewhere. And so the idea is if you can get that, it will help you to overcome the magics of the Worldwound, because it's that powerful. The next thing you have to do is go to find out about something called the Suture. Now, the Suture is a place within the Worldwound, purportedly that is like sort of a damaged area of the Worldwound. And the theory is that if you guys can get there, the magics of the book will be able to find better purchase on the substance of the Worldwound to tear it down, because it's already sort of the Worldwound is wounded in this place. Nobody knows where this place is. However, at this place called the Soul Foundry, where souls and lead are put together and made into weapons and things like that, there's a foreman there called the Filleted Man, who is also, one of his nicknames is called the Suture's Keeper. The Lexicon of Paradox says that the Suture was created when the world was opened. Therefore, it should be at this place when you conduct the magics, ought to be able to assist you in the thing. The next thing you have to do is, and this may be the hardest one, is to kill the Storm King Karamzada. Karamzada, you will recall, is the Balor, essentially, that killed the Silver Dragon Terendelev at the very beginning of the adventures at the adventure path. He lives in the palace, now renamed Karamzada's Palace, in the center of Sarkoris, the city of Iz here, and
he's the Lord of Locust, isn't he?
No, that's Discari. Discari is the deity.
Okay.
Karamzada is a Balrog of sorts. And he is the killer of Terendelev. But if you guys go after the Worldwound and he is still alive, the likelihood is that he will raise the entire city against you to try and stop you. And that's a battle that realistically you can't win. So the idea is, the third thing you do, kill Karamzada by sneaking up on him in his palace and assassinating him. And then in the confusion, you guys can get into the Worldwound, get to the Suture, enact the spell, close the Worldwound, and theoretically get out alive.
Step one, chisel at the Yearning House.
Step one is get the Nihydrian chisel at the Yearning House.
I have a question.
Okay.
So the Worldwound is a gate that is held open.
Kind of, yes.
The city of Iz, where does it originate from?
So the city of Iz was once, so this whole area that's considered to be the Worldwound used to be a country in Golarion called Sarkoris. When the Worldwound opened and the demons poured out, the country of Sarkoris quickly fell to the demonic hordes. The city of Iz was the capital of Sarkoris. Now it is just this destroyed place, because the Worldwound essentially cut right through the middle of it.
Okay, let me try a different line of questioning.
Okay.
The landscape here existed before, but with the Worldwound open, which is an opening to a gate,
right?
Does any part of this, because now you said there's some sort of some sort of effect of the terrain that is damaging or
Correct. Yeah, there's a kind of like the energy generated by the whirlwind and by the fact that there's this permanent large gate being sort of held open by magics. It generates a certain kind of abyssal energy. That energy has a radiation to it that affects creatures. It
so
affects demons and men and all kinds
is
of
it extraplanar?
stuff. The radiation or the whirlwind or the
Kind of
city.
both. Okay, what I'm trying to do is see if
Okay.
planar adaptation would help us, because this is technically other planar stuff. We're technically also still on the prime, and is a city that existed on the prime, but not in its current state.
Correct.
So planar adaptation doesn't do anything on your own plane. But if you're protecting yourself from other planar stuff that is penetrating through to your plane, would planar adaptation help then?
I believe it would. I believe planar adaptation would protect you from the radiation effects of the whirlwind.
Okay, so as far as planar adaptation goes, which I can do mass, which is all of us. It does immunity to harmful environmental effects of a particular plane of existence, including such hazards as toxicity, extreme temperatures, lack of air. Additionally, you gain energy resistance 20 to a single type prevalent on that plane. So would the harmful environmental effects cover the radiation?
Yes. Yes, I believe it would.
So then the energy resistance after that is sort of dealer's choice.
Well, the thing about it, it says an energy type prevalent on that plane. I think that's largely talking about elemental planes. I think in this case, all energy types are available on in the abyss. So it would be dealer's choice in this case, caster's choice.
But the radiation
is not an energy type.
Those harmful effects are abated simply by the spell.
Correct. I think so.
Well, before we start teleporting without error across the land, I'll get everybody grouped together and cast that. And you guys can let me know if you think there's a particular energy type you would like resistance 20 to.
Okay.
Isn't fire like the main thing going on here? Hasn't it been in general? Am I wrong?
I mean, a lot of demons have fire. If they've got anything, they have fire.
I feel like we've been dealing with a lot of fire in this game.
Fire, yeah, might be a good one. I'm already immune to electricity, so I don't want that one.
Right.
For now, at least. I think
I mean, from the picture, it seems like immunity to fire would be the best thing, just because it seemed like there's a whole bunch of fire coming out of the whirlwind.
Well, it's not not immunity. It's not immunity. Sorry, it's resistance
right.
20. Yeah, it's not fire. That's just the color of the whirlwind of this sort of this sort of fissure that's been developed. There's not fire's not coming out of there. Though this picture sort of would seem to indicate like it is, but no, that's not the case. But yeah, fire is very prevalent. A lot of demons can use fire. Acid is another one that would probably be
or poison.
Poison, yeah.
Probably most of them.
And we can talk about that later. I just wanted to clarify if this spell, which only works on planes other than your native one, would work here because of the specifics of how this is in existence here. And it sounds like it will, so that's a good thing for us.
Yeah, I believe it would.
So this is kind of like a conjunction of two different planes, Les? Is that what's going on in the world?
Yeah, exactly. It's in this case you've got essentially an immense extraplanar gate that has been not only forced open but kept open. You as a mage and familiar with many extraplanar things know that gates are powerful magic for a reason, is that they violate sort of the natural order of things, right? Two planes are not supposed to touch. And so to have something this large and this permanent sort of open, because this has been open for like decades, right? So it creates a lot of magical havoc. And in that case, there's a lot of bleed through of various abyssal forces and stuff like that. This is why planar adaptation would work here, is because you do see a lot of exchanging of energies. Imagine that the Worldwound is being sort of like a membrane between two sides of a pool, right? Say you have a swimming pool and you divide it in half with like a wall, right? And on one side of the pool is red colored water and the other side of the pool is clear water. What the Worldwound has done is basically somebody has taken a machete, carved a hole in that wall, and then reached in and held the wall open even though it wants to shut. And they've been keeping that wall open for decades. And so what you have is the red water and the clear water sort of mixing around. Now, it doesn't completely mix both sides, but because of the distances involved, but you have this sort of pinkish cloud around the whole area, and that's the radiation that's coming off of the world, if that makes sense. That was a pretty tortured analogy there, but hopefully it's illustrative.
Works.
But yeah, Bartos, you would recognize that gates themselves are, it's not dangerous magic, but they're violations of the natural order, right? More so than most other magics. To have something this big and this old open, especially with a chaotic environment such as exists in the Abyss, creates additional magical problems. Bleed through, radiation, manifestations, all kinds of things.
And Fletcher's hulk enough as it is. We don't want him getting gamma radiation.
Ooh.
We'll grow another arm.
Yeah.
No
Hey,
spider
radioactive
bites.
spider.
No spider bites.
I always figure Fletcher, once you guys get in the city, periodically is just going to go, ow, what was that? Just to mess with you guys' heads.
As he grows 7 more limbs.
I don't feel good. I'm all itchy inside.
Okay, where are we at, Les?
You guys are not very far from the, well, you guys are at the place where you guys rescued the dwarves. You're actually still at that rift area. You haven't moved on from there yet.
But we're gonna walk to the Gray Gate and try to get to that Yearning House first. Is that the plan? That's what we were doing, right?
No, we're going to teleport.
We're gonna teleport to
To the Yearning House?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why walk?
Because he scried his air elemental.
No. Bardos.
Oh, you scried his air elemental.
I just provided the air elemental to
at all the relevant points where we need to go. So we can you can now teleport us with no chance of error to each of them
to where we want to go.
Without having to take day or hours to walk when we don't have much time left.
But I'm going to cast a spell on a few people before we teleport. So
right.
Zone of Truth on Gato?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's like daily. I pretty much every day I do that.
Speaking of Gato, he disappeared. Did he say anything to you?
Yeah, he sent me a text. Laptop issues. He says he'll be right back.
What do you mean? He disappeared. That's not a surprise.
I was going to say that's pretty much normal.
Sort of his thing, yeah.
He'll wait till the end of all the combats and pick everybody's pocket.
What did we say yesterday? A bumper sticker idea. My leader is an invisible elvish caravan guard.
Yeah.
So yeah, the spell is going to go on Lothar, me, Storm, and Fletcher. It's called protection. It's called protection from spells.
Ooh.
Gives you a +8 bonus to all your saves versus spells or spell-like abilities.
Nice.
That's huge. That's awesome.
It's
no doubt.
It's
+8.
It's my highest level spell.
I like it.
I don't.
I just don't want my biggest damage dealer or my healer to blow a save.
To have problems.
Especially I don't want Fletcher to blow a will save.
Right.
That could be problematic.
Thanks for your concern, but I'll be fine.
No, I'm going to protect you by casting Invisibility Purge. That way we'll know exactly where you drop and I can come heal you.
Right.
I don't use invisibility around here because most of these guys have.
Yeah, it
C
only works
invisibility.
against us,
Yeah.
Yeah, it only works against you guys.
except for
Now, I
bars.
do use stealth, which works against you guys and them.
Yes. But when you're dead, your stealth goes down.
I'm less stealthy.
No, you're really stealthy.
So yeah, and this spell lasts for 160 minutes. So that's what I'm doing it right before we teleport.
Wouldn't
So
it affect
hopefully-
your ability to teleport?
Hopefully this can get us through a couple fights. Because like I said, I can only do 2 of these per day.
I think teleport is voluntary, no save,
Yeah.
or no save. Spell resistance, yes, but harmless, meaning you can ignore it.
Do we have, let's see, I could throw a stone skin on people too if we
No, the last time you did that, it took like 8 bottles of lotion to get back to normal. But I suppose
3
that's
baths and like
that's still
bathing
helpful.
lotion and
you need to pray a little harder there if it took that long.
do you have communal stone skin?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll cast
So-
that on everybody.
Who's got protection from spells?
Storm, Ilindar, Lothar, and Fletcher.
Gotcha.
And then everybody's got stone skin.
160 points.
It's a DR 10 up to
Yeah,
100.
DR 10 up to 160 hit points. Yep.
Got it. Cool. All right.
Oh,
So
actually,
what?
you know what? It says it's a max 150, so 150. Huh.
150. Oh, okay. Good.
Never realize that.
I thought it would have been 160, but
Yeah, it says 10 caster levels max. I guess that's
oh, okay.
And if we're all doing that, I'll do planar adaptation on everybody.
So we all get DR 20 to
It's energy
Fire?
resistance. Energy resistance.
20.
Do you think fire is the best or poison?
I'm immune to poison as well.
I would say
Just for my
fire,
sake.
probably.
I'm not immune to poison.
I'm just saying.
You got a monster.
super
got a monster
crab?
save now.
I mean, I've got a protection from energy that I could throw. I got a couple of those. I could throw one.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
just
but this just comes with the spell. This spell is to protect you from the radiation. The protection part of it is just a bonus. So okay, so energy 20 against fire. Since demons tend to throw that about a bit.
Okay.
And while we're doing communal things, I can hit everybody with protection from evil. It'll last for 16 minutes.
That's nice.
So that's 16 minutes.
And stone skin lasts until dispelled. Yeah.
No, it only lasts.
No. It's 160 minutes, I think.
60
Oh, you
minutes.
got to divide it by.
The number of people.
You got to divide it by the number of people, I believe.
How long does the spells thing last?
It says 160
one?
minutes or dispelled, so I guess. Oh, but that's not the communal one.
Protection from spells is 10 per level, so 160 minutes there. 60 minutes
The
is
storm went strong jaw.
2 hours 40, almost 3 hours.
That's the one that kicks the size up
size
of
is
the whole
bigger.
categories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 minutes per level, yeah. So it's 160 minutes less.
Okay.
Thank you.
Planar adaptation is 16 hours.
Yeah, it'll be pretty much all day. But theoretically, I mean, you've got, so the other thing that we talked about last time is that you guys got you're on day 3. You've essentially, because the gods told you essentially that you only have a couple of days before Descari is doing something to the Worldwound that's going to make it expand greatly or explode or something. There's some bad thing is going to happen in 5 days.
Right.
You guys have used 3 days. You're on your 3rd day. So you've got today, tomorrow, and then the day after that. And then and then boom. So this is important from a point of view of like resting and stuff, because you only really have
Or not resting.
you only have a couple of rests in between things. So yeah, you're on the clock. All right. So what is indeed the plan? So with the overflight of the Yearning, if you're going to the Yearning House first, which I assume you are, the overflight of the Yearning House did not see much. The house itself seemed to be in good repair as compared to the other, buildings and such in the region. Most of the city of is destroyed. Yeah, I know. Is destroyed. But I mean, parts are destroyed, parts are abandoned, and are subsequently damaged. You know how things, when they're abandoned, they grow increasingly damaged just because of lack of maintenance. This particular building seems to be in good repair and stands out because of it. When the air elemental overflew it, Bardos, you were able to see that it looked like, well, 2 or 3 creatures. You're not sure if you're assuming they're demons. You couldn't tell from the distance. But yeah, there were 2 or 3 creatures sort of hovering around outside, around the front, around the back, potentially guards. They seem to be quite large creatures based on, the size of the building and that kind of thing. So you're assuming they're demons.
Okay. So the recon with the elemental gave us a position to teleport to, right? We ready to go?
Well, yep. I mean, Bardos, from a position, I mean, you could teleport right to the front door if you wanted. You could also teleport a couple of blocks away if you want to do that. It depends on, I mean, because you've seen most of the region well enough that a teleport without error will put you where you want to go. It's just a matter of deciding where you want to go.
I don't see a point in trying to do this stealthily. Does anybody want to try to stealth in?
Yeah.
Gatto does.
Well, Gatto mentioned that he can disguise himself into large creatures.
Like to disguise myself and walk in and see what I can see.
Okay, well then, so we'll come in, a block away somewhere that's where there's enough rubble that we won't be visible.
Can you cast message?
I think
it's like a first level spell.
Yeah, that's a cantrip actually. Let me see.
That's a cantrip?
Bardos doesn't do cantrips.
16 creatures. No, I can do it. I'll do it on everybody.
Okay. Keep in mind that message isn't everybody contact everybody. It's everybody contact Bardos.
Everyone contacts Bardos, right?
He's a switchboard.
Yep.
But if he's right there with everyone, he can just say it out loud to everyone else.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to communicate individually to each person.
But will he? That's
Bardos. That's not Gatto. if Bardos starts keeping secrets, don't blame me.
Oh, we're so blaming you.
I know you will.
It's your influence.
It's your influence.
Poisoning our robot.
Okay, so we teleport about a block away?
Just somewhere that's close, but that's hidden enough that we shouldn't be visible to whatever big things we saw lurking around.
Okay. So, well, certainly. Oh, jeez, there we go. Certainly, there's not a lot of creatures. So one of the things that you saw, Bardos, as you were overflying the place, is that there's simply not a lot of creatures. There's not a lot of demons. We talked a little bit about this last time, in that most of the creatures that come out of the Worldwound from the Abyss are immediately sent south into the fighting, which is quite a bit further south or further east in the case of Aponovicius and you guys at Dresden. Most creatures do not stay here. 1, because of the radiation. 2, because they're needed. They're coming through the Worldwound because they're fighting a war. And they're soldiers. So there's just not a lot of creatures in this city. You did see some creatures which sort of defied explanation, but yeah, most of the city is empty. So the place that you pick out, if it's a couple of blocks away, would be easily out of view of whatever happens to be guarding at that house. Now, most of the region around there is largely destroyed is too strong a word, but there's no people, and many of the buildings have collapsed. There's damage. There's detritus, that kind of thing. It's rubble.
Okay. Oh, hey, I got telepathic bond too. But I can only do 5 creatures with that. But we can link 5 of us to be able to talk perfectly with each other. So we can do Gato, I guess Ilindar and Lothar. That's 3.
Gato
Me is
again, just to make sure.
4. And I guess probably it's Jennifer's probably more of a range, so she would tend to be farther away. So we will do
You gonna do Fletcher or Lothar?
Gato,
Nice try.
Ilindar. Well, I mean, they don't need to talk necessarily. I mean, basically, we just got to point and say, "Go get them" with those guys. So, so Gato,
You just won't be able
Ilindar.
to hear my quips.
Yeah, well, I'll whisper those to everybody because we'll still have messages. Gato, Ilindar, Lothar, Farina, and Bardos can
What's
have.
the spell?
One more question for you, Gordon.
Telepathic bond.
I should have told you to do this a long time ago. Do you have tongues? The spell.
You know, I don't know that I do. Let me look.
Many of you speak Abyssal already.
Yeah.
How long does telepathic bond last?
So, yeah, I do not have tongues.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I don't have it. And telepathic bond lasts for 160 minutes.
Thank you.
2 hours. 2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours 40. All right. So you guys teleport?
Yep.
All right. You enter into the city and you look around you, and the first thing you notice is that there is a pretty funky smell here. It's a little combination of like sulfur and ash. It's a little combination of decomposition, and another third of that demon smell that you guys have encountered over and over again throughout this adventure path, which is sort of like almost like a combination of like burnt hair and ammonia. That there's a certain reek that demons have, and this whole place is sort of filthy with it. It's an unpleasant smell. It's an acrid smell. You look around and you don't see any creatures. You find yourself sort of in like a small area. It may have been a small square. There are buildings sort of around the edges of this area that you've walked into or teleported into. Much of this, the open area, you can see what look to be the remnants of fires that have been burning here. There do look to be like cloths or tarps have been stretched over some things, like maybe some creatures were using this as a shelter at some point. But they don't seem to be using it now. Although there are still the glow of coals still coming from some of these little fire areas, but you don't see any creatures. You don't hear much either. Occasionally off in the distance, you can hear, what sounds like a cry or a screech, which you may chalk up to, Vrox hunting, hunting for food. They make that screeching sound as they dive at their prey. Occasionally sort of a weird lumbering sound off in the distance, or the sound of stones moving against stones. It's a strange place and an odd place, and all the more so for the fact that it's very obviously was once a human city. A human. The buildings are sized for humans, but like some of the buildings that you see, where the front door would have been, there's a demon-sized hole, like a demon just went Kool-Aid manning through it. Things are ripped down off of roofs and things like that. The claw marks on the thatched roofs or the tiled roofs of things. It's just the fact that this was a human city and it looks like this now and smells like this now is disconcerting. Bardos, give me a perception check. 34. That's pretty good. All right. So none of the rest of you noticed this, but Bartos, because of your your robotic heritage, your android heritage, you have you have sort of different sensory kind of sensitivities, and as you've been standing, once you reach this place, as you've been standing there for a while, you can feel in your nanites this radiation, and it's sort of like these gentle waves. It's almost like standing, it's almost like standing at an invisible beach with your feet in the sand, and the tide is coming in and the water is washing over periodically your feet. That kind of feeling of the waves of material kind of sort of splashing over you. You feel it through your entire body, however. These particles, these radiation that you were told about, your nanites can feel it. You can tell that it's not going to damage you, but you suspect that had it not been for your nature and for the additional protection of the planar adaptation that Lothar was doing, that this would probably begin to affect people, especially those of you without who are not androids, who don't have sort of these innate nanite protections shielding them from this stuff. It could have been very bad.
But I'm fine.
Gato's fine. You didn't get the planar adaptation, Gato?
I did.
Hold on, I gotta send you a message. No, I'm just kidding.
Real quick, I get out my grandfather's blade and
okay.
Concentrate a little bit. Where's the nearest demon? What direction and everything?
To where you guys are? So the nearest demon, so at first you sort of point it, you know which direction is the Yearning House is in. Yep. Right? So you sort of expect it and you sort of like point your thing there to see if you're getting a reading towards the direction of the Yearning House. But no, the next thing you know is you feel a pretty significant pull from off to your left. Does it tell you distance?
Direction and distance.
Direction and distance. About 100 feet off to your left. The only thing you look over there, the only thing that you can see over there is sort of this busted down largish house. But that's the right distance away.
Hey guys, we've got something to take care of before you go to the Yearning House.
There's another one. As you're facing forward, the first one, the closest one, 80 to 100 feet to your left, say 9 o'clock. You get another pretty strong reading at 11 o'clock, further away, but there's something over there. And then you're also feeling multiples from over to your right, say 4, 3, and 2 o'clock, about 80 to 100 feet there as well. You look around, you don't see anything.
But it feels like we're surrounded.
It does starting to feel a little bit like you guys are surrounded.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I inform my faithful, loyal companions, whom I am very grateful to have with me. And
these guys most likely can see you.
I'm not invisible. Not even stealthy yet.
All right. Can you guys see that?
Guys, I think we should need to go to 4, 3, and 2 because there's 3 of them over that direction.
4, 3.
I'm sure 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, but I'm sure we're gonna have to fight all of these guys.
Hold on, I gotta fix something here.
Okay, but we don't see anything yet.
Not yet.
I'm taking out some obstructions to your line of sight. Okay. So you can see that there are buildings all over the area here. And you can see this area here in the middle is where
right now everything's pitch black.
Oh, is it?
Not for me.
Yes.
Not for me either.
Shouldn't be.
I don't see
everything.
I don't see anything.
Wow.
I can see.
It's because you're stealthy.
It's a Don problem.
Hold on. Oh, that's because somehow your vision got turned off. How good's your vision? Is it 100? Dark vision 100 or something like that?
Yes.
Let's try this.
Oh, there
Better?
we go. Yes, much
Okay.
better.
Yeah, somehow that got turned off. I didn't do it. I promise you. Anybody else not be able to see?
I can't. I got low light ×2. Not sure.
Okay. And you can't see either? Why can't these people see? Where is Ferrado? Oh, well, you can't see because your character's not on the sheet yet. That could do it. Here we go.
Hey, did anybody put haste on us yet, or no? Just making sure.
No, but I can first round.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know if you decide not to, so I don't take advantage.
Where are you, Ferrato? Here you are. Gotcha. Okay, hold on a second. I'll have you there. Toothless sweet.
So when I say 4, 3, and 2, I mean north.
Is that better?
Yep.
Okay. So Gatto, you're looking in this direction. Hold on. Ugh, come on now. Don't be a douche.
But the black columns go up because they're walls.
They're walls, yeah.
Yep.
That you can't really tell how tall the walls are by looking at it, right?
No, most of them are kind of broken down. Now, some of them are obviously like over here. This is a building. And over here, these are buildings that are in various kinds of states of busted up. But like right here, this little thing here is a broken down wall. And you can see this is a wall too. But it's tall enough where it's obstructing your vision. But you can see like this is a good example. This is a wall right here. You can see sort of around it. It's not big enough to be a building, but it is sort of a wall. And you look up into the north, those big blocks of black are the buildings that you can sort of see.
Some of these readings I'm getting are in this area here.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, there and over here as well.
Okay.
And then the strongest one is like over in this area. But there's also another one like over here, and it's pretty strong too. The ones to your right, as you're facing this way, the ones to your right, to the north of the map, are not as big, not as strong. But you don't see anything moving, and you guys haven't moved. The Yearning House is in the same direction of.
Good night.
See ya.
He's all giddy because he outdid his sister.
The Yearning House is in the direction that you guys are facing, the direction of the red arrow.
So, gang, what do you want to do?
Towards the Yearning House.
We don't want to worry about any of the demons?
I mean, we've historically not. We've just moved and dealt with what we have to. I don't know.
I don't have a way to do anything with them, so.
Yeah, can we change anything somehow? I can fly. I mean, I can fly and get a perspective from up above.
Well, I think they're in the house. I think they're in the buildings.
My concern, if they're not like specifically laying a trap for us, my concern is that if we just start attacking one after another, eventually we're going to get everything in the area is going to be moving our way. So it might be better.
We're just going to head the direction we did go to the
Yeah, I think we might want to just move to where we're going, and then if we have to deal with them, we'll deal with them.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, hold on.
Do we want to try to be stealthy, or does that not even matter?
You should always try to be stealthy.
I'm going to be stealthy.
I'll try too.
Fletcher knows the
word stealthy.
I have stealth.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
No way. A +1.
I do. I have it as a skill.
-2. I've got skills.
I have it as a skill.
I basically want to move to this area over here.
Okay.
You guys agree with that?
Okay, sure.
Okay. I'm going to give you a stealth check.
Over there. But
all right, hold on. I gotta go get some. I'm be right back.
I'm gonna start flying less.
Yeah,
No
there's
reason
something
not to.
over
I
there
can
where
get
you're
a
wanting to go, but
If I get a different view ahead of us, I can give you a heads up too. We don't have any kind of we don't have any familiars to do that anymore, right? Or do we? Through you, Chuck?
dang, dude, you roll a
Yeah.
one or what?
Baru is
Yeah, I know that was
put
pretty
away.
bad.
He's not coming out.
Yeah, I still have a bird that can do overflight, but
Might not be
when
a bad idea, just so we turn one corner rather than another corner.
okay.
All right, 36 stealth deck. Go give me also a perception check, Gato.
Gato can fly on his own now, right, Don? He doesn't need the spell.
Yes, if need be, I can find my own.
34. All right, as you're sort of stealthing through this area, you begin moving towards this little corridor on the side over there. The first thing is you hear something. At first, it sounds like sort of well, it sounds like rocks kind of moving around a little bit, and then it sounds like if somebody was taking two big wads of like bread dough and smacking them on the ground, like
Okay.
sort of off in the distance. And then you see a creature sort of come out from behind the walls over here. And you're pretty sure it doesn't see you, but you can see it, and it's just kind of like and it looks like this.
Ew.
Man,
Oh shit.
it's the Walmart people.
And it's just sort of crawling across the rubble there and making that kind of sucking sound like it's making noises like you would be hard pressed to call it language, but it's like as it kind of like you stop as you're watching it. You sort of stop and you're not moving, and then you see it stop and it stops making the blah, blah noises, and then you see it's kind of like going, and it's like making
in the air.
yeah, and it starts to turn. It sort of starts to look over your way, and it's kind of like, and you can see it doesn't have any eyes. It has maybe like pits, like maybe it used to have eyes, but either they've been ripped out or healed over or mutated away. But it does start sort of like flip crapping over across here, sort of like
Something which I'll have to
as it's kind of coming in.
yeah, I'll have a few minutes.
It makes a kind of it moves a few flops over sort of towards you guys, and it's still making that kind of sniffing noise, but then it lets out and kind of like goes, and you can hear now movement behind the walls directly to your right, and the rest of you, well, like maybe it's or that it's calling to its friends,
right?
And you can hear movement, and it looks like maybe creatures are starting to emerge from there. You can't really see them that much, but because it's pretty dark in there. But yeah, you hear some of like sucking noises over there as well. The rest of you heard the call, that kind of like kind of thing.
I can see it.
You can see it, yeah. I mean, over there, and it's moving. You can see it. It's not moving fast. It's just kind of like, and then it's still going, kind of snorting at the air. And you can hear some, Gato, you can hear some of that snorting off to your right as well. There's a little like alleyway sort of right there, and you're pretty sure you can see another one of those creatures sort of at the end of that alleyway.
Okay.
Now we haven't got into a fight yet, but what do you guys want to do?
We're fixing to get in one.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Shall we start to move forward?
So should we roll initiative now or what? Just
move to a defensible position.
We can roll for initiative now if you want to do that.
Yes.
Okay. Just so we have a thing.
An order to work with.
You got to put there. We go.
Can you put me 15 foot up in the air, please?
Yes, you're gonna fly up in the air.
Yeah. Can't got this weird mouse. I think I'm on her.
I'm just gonna mark it.
Yeah. Maybe actually, I want to get over some of the taller rubble structures that, you just can't see over walking through the ground. So do I need to be 20, 25 feet? Do I be up kind of
15 feet. I mean, it won't be over the roofs of places, but it will be reasonably.
Let's
Yeah.
go like 20, 25 then. 25.
Okay.
You get too high, you're going to attract the rocks.
Well, that's right. So I'm trying to, but I don't want to be right over the rooftops either.
Right.
Okay.
If I see rocks at the level I'm at, I'm gonna drop down less.
Okay, there's you. All right, yeah, there's rocks up there, but they're flying pretty high. But yeah, you don't want to go too high because you will. They do hunt these things, right? So they do hunt the area around here. All right, let me get mine.
Mine didn't go in for some reason.
What did you get?
31.
31.
Oh, that's why it didn't go in. I clicked the wrong thing. Never mind. Hang on.
Okay.
That's more like it.
Okay.
When I said the number, I was like, that doesn't sound right. That was a perception check. I see all. I just don't move so fast.
Pete. And my frustrations as a DM are only matched by my frustrations as a human.
Don't worry, it happens to all DMs.
I heard there's a pill you can take that keeps it from happening, so.
Or makes it worse.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm about to throw something. Come on, Roll20. All these fucking improvements, and I can't grab the goddamn turnover thing. Okay, there we go. All right, is everyone in?
Yeah.
Okay.
The bad guy has no initiative. Oh, there he is, 11.
There he is. He's good.
Okay. Let's sort. Come on, baby, let's sort. All right, sounds good. All right, so you guys haven't gotten to the point where you're encountering yet, but there are things coming out of the buildings nearby. Bardos, you're first. What are you going to do?
What do you think, guys? Are we going to move forward? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think so.
Dilly-dallying
Yes.
is not on Parados.
But you may want to go behind the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hide in a
I
corner.
figure at this point, we're probably going to try to dispatch these things as quietly as possible. So I didn't figure now's the time for meteor swarm or.
Yeah, nothing noisy.
I just did a double move last kind of into a corner.
Okay. All right, cool. Gatto, you're next.
You're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna delay. I will let you know.
All right. I don't hate you. I love delays. Ferrado.
Fro's gonna fly forward.
Okay.
60 feet is what I was just checking. I believe. That sound right? 60 feet? I'll find it. So we can kind of see that thing there. So I'm going to go this way. 60.
Yeah, you're not sure that it sees you.
Right. I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Is that building giving me cover or am I above the building?
You're largely around the peak of the roof is about 25, 30 feet up. So yeah, you're
Right below the peak is perfect.
yeah, you're over there. And that you got that much space, you can fly that fast?
Double move I did. Not doing anything
Okay.
else. Let me double check it. I think so. If I don't, I'll move back.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Hold on a sec. Cool. All right. Fletcher, what about you?
Hang on.
Can you move me just after Ilindar, please?
Okay.
I'm pausing until I will
Oh,
take
shit.
my
I had this
strategy
light
from
for
him.
you.
Oh, you had to jump in front of me though, huh? I
I'm
rolled as high
jumping
as I
behind
could.
Ilindar.
I rolled as high as I could. I'm not
Well,
fast.
Okay, this 1, 2, 3. So this thing is sort of making its way forward. And there, you still don't think. I mean, Gatto, you get a better look at this thing, and you're pretty sure it can't see, but it is sniffing and making this kind of croaking noise as it does so. It's sniffing pretty hard, and you're guessing that it's probably caught your scent. Not maybe your scent, but some scent that it's driving us forward. Ferrado,
Right.
when you get a moment, give me a perception check.
Okay.
No, it caught Gatto's scent. We've been meaning to talk to him about that.
All those disguises don't disguise your smell.
Yeah, caravan guards need soap.
Oh, the caravan guard.
44, holy jeeps.
Gordon, did you see that message?
Okay. The other one, Gatto, Bardos, you guys can see it emerges from the thing, and it's making that noise too as it kind of thews here.
Yeah, I can give it to you, Jennifer.
Corrado, what you do is you're hovering over, you can see the creature sort of slap flop its way down the street. What you notice, which you're pretty sure nobody else has noticed, is the fact that this thing is leaving. You see those green lines?
Yeah.
Those are trails of slime that are all over anywhere that it touches, and it seems to be lingering there. And you can see it's glowing bright, not brightly, but it's glowing shiny in the moonlight. And you can see that it's leaving these long sort of snail trails as it goes by. You're not sure what's up with that,
We're
but
telepathically linked, so I can tell everybody that I'm telepathically linked, that it looks like these things are leaving something that might be dangerous as a trail behind it. It could be something for other creatures to follow. It could be dangerous to us. I don't know. What kind of knowledge might give me information about that, Les?
Trails on the ground.
I would say knowledge, either knowledge nature or knowledge arcana.
I've got knowledge nature, so we're going to try that.
Okay. Knowledge nature. Yeah. So this reminds you. So at first, your thought is it reminds you very much like the sort of glistening sort of slime trail that an immense slug would leave, while traveling. But you do magic, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. One of the things that you've seen is what this looks like reminiscent of is a grease spell.
That's what I shared with everybody. I'm thinking those might be slippery little slime trails, so you want to watch out.
Okay. Ilindar, what about you? What do you do?
What do we think it does?
Slippery.
Slippery,
Like grease.
grease,
Oh, okay.
possibly flammable.
Ooh, that could be fun. Ooh, let's find out about that. Boy, if Vondram was here, he'd be all over that.
All right, Ilindar, you're up.
Okay, so move up to here. Sorry, Gatto. I can't.
No, it's okay.
I can't move up to get you and still get everybody else, but I can move up to here.
No,
So at
that's
least
okay.
get
Don't worry
Bardo.
about me.
So I move up to there and then cast haste.
Does it get everybody except Ferrado?
It does not get Gatto or Ferrado.
Where do I need to be for it to get me?
Well, you have to be 40 feet away from him,
30.
or 30 feet.
So like I said, I can't even. I just looked and you're 70 feet.
I'm good.
Fletcher,
I'm good.
so-
Don't worry about me.
How
You
long
don't
does
even
haste
see me.
last?
Well, you were under direct observation from him, so your stealth didn't really work on that.
Okay.
So everyone except for God on Frado have haste.
Okay.
And then Storm.
How long does
And
haste
haste
last?
lasts 16 rounds, I believe. 1 round per
Correct.
level.
Yep, 1 round per level.
Yeah.
Which way does it look like Fletcher is aiming? Which way is he
You
aching?
tell him where you want him to go. Tell
What's
him
that?
what you want him to do.
Does he look like he's going to go straight north or like northwest or?
That I don't know.
He's watching the rest of the party trying to figure out where to go.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a wall to the north, so I don't know that he would go north. Right? That's a whole wall there, isn't it? Less like a building wall.
This right here?
This
Oh,
whole
no.
area.
No, this is that just
Yeah, it's crumbled down enough where you could just travel right over it, though.
Oh, yeah.
So is there anything between Storm and this guy then?
Not that would stop Storm.
Okay. So you're going to charge to there.
Okay, she's just going to leap over there.
Yep.
As soon as Storm gets over there, that creature sets up a sort of pig-like squealing, and it's making like sort of grunts and squeals, and the other ones begin taking up the noise. And it's like slurping and slithering and squealing all at the same time as Storm approaches and I'm assuming attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did not roll a 318.
Oh, I so did. Storm's been working out.
That's a miss.
He rolled a 7, but got a 318.
Huh.
That must be a Don macro.
Yeah, that's Don macro.
Might have to
Let's
look
say
at that
plus
one.
311.
Yeah, I know.
31 plus, so that's actually 38.
Okay. All right. So all of those are going to hit. What do you got? A 34. Oh, wait, maybe not the 26 because it is. Oh, no, that's damage. Never
That's
mind.
damage.
318 does hit. 43 hits. All of those are going to hit. Yeah. So these creatures. Yeah, they all hit.
Okay.
These creatures don't strike you. Well, they don't strike Storm as being all that difficult to hit. They seem fairly inconsequential from a combat standpoint. It is squealing a blue streak though, as the claws and bites get in. So let me.
There's a potential crit.
So yeah, there's several crits. You're doing more than enough. So basically, Storm gets over there, leaps upon this thing, delivers the thing, and it's squealing a blue streak until it's not, because Storm just like sort of reaches into this thing and it just goes and comes apart. It doesn't have much stick-to-itiveness. One thing the Storm notices is that it has a really disgusting taste in its mouth from sort of doing this.
She's gotten a lot since we've been here in the Abyss.
Yeah, so
was a bite.
so I need a fortitude save. $32. Okay, so yeah, so it's Storm. You could Illidan, you see Storm over there going yeah, as it's trying to get
Storm.
Yeah, really disgusting taste.
Like not doing that again.
Like spoiled microwave bacon.
Ooh, bacon.
I wouldn't even put bacon in there because bacon's got a redeeming quality, even if it's spoiled and all that. So,
you ever microwave it?
Yeah.
No.
So spoiled like fish. Spoiled microwave fish. How's that?
I'm not talking sizzling here. I'm talking real bacon in the microwave. Nobody should do that.
No.
You're not supposed to.
So it's repugnant, but and sort of this thing has splooshed all over Storm too. So I mean, his wings are covered, his forearm, and he's got it all over him, and he's just like, oh my God, do I smell? It's horrible. The rest of these things are beginning to squeal as well, and sort of take up that same sort of danger notification, that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm done.
Stop right there.
Uh-huh.
It didn't explode. It got all over him because of his melee attack where
Yeah, he basically tore it apart. It didn't explode. No.
She tore it
Okay.
apart. She's
I'd
going to
like to
start
jump in
slapping
my
you for calling her
initiative
a
here.
guy. She'll slap you just as much for calling her a guy as she will calling her a dragon.
Oh, I don't have the slap.
Okay. She got all messy because she was using natural attacks.
Natural attacks.
Yes.
Which dragons tend to do.
God darn it.
That's funny.
And one to grow on.
Ow. Okay, so it's my turn.
Well, Ilindar, did you moved,
Yeah, I'm all
right?
done.
Okay.
I'm all done.
Then yes, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm using spring attack.
Okay.
So I will be moving and then striking and then moving.
Uh-huh.
So I moved to there. I'm also using lunge, so I don't have to get 5 feet away. I can be 10 feet away to attack it once.
Right. Okay.
Just the one.
Wait,
Just
you
the
get.
one.
Oh, okay. 29 will hit, 7 points of damage. The target is
Let's-
demonic. So
Yeah.
15 total. All right, yeah. So your blade just cleaves into this thing. And it's almost as if there's no resistance. You slash it open, it lets out that kind of like, as it reaches, and just this torrent of liquefied black and brown guts comes pouring out onto the ground in a big, huge, shit-smelling puddle as it squeals. It doesn't die, but begins sort of like moving around. You could see it taking these like rotten looking tendrils and it's kind of like flopping around and trying to do that kind of thing. Give me, and you ran all the way back to there. Give me
No, actually, I ran it there.
Okay. Give me a quick perception check. Would you roll?
38.
38. All right. You notice two things. One, Ferrado is flying about 25 feet over your head, or 20 feet over your head, over by the thing. But you also see, as you are like moving away from this thing and it's pouring this juice out onto the ground, the juice stops pretty quickly and you can see where you slashed it. These like little tendrils of slime sort of coming up from the bottom of the wound and sort of like, and they're attaching themselves to the top of the wound, and you can see them sort of clawing this like shut. It's not shut yet. There's still ooze coming out and that kind of stuff.
But coming out of it.
But these things, it seems to be healing itself.
Okay.
That's not a lot.
Okay.
All right. That it for you?
That is it for me.
Fletcher.
Okay, I am flying and I am pouncing to the guy to the north, but I want to leave our flank open.
Okay.
I have reach, so I'll stop there.
All right. And what sort of weapons are you using? Claws. Use your claws.
This will be the sword to start with.
Oh, okay, okay.
To be honest, I'll use the claw if he's not dead by the time I'm done with my sword.
Okay. How many attacks with the sword do you get?
I get, with the haste now, I get 5.
Okay. 45's a hit.
No way.
Max damn. All right. Sword goes cleaving through it, and you basically cut it in half. And the two sides sort of like go and go onto the ground. It's not entirely cloven in twain, and it's still kind of trying to make its way towards you.
Okay, second attack.
47's a hit. 34. All right, so it now you've cleaved it in twain, and as a sort of an added fillip, you sort of use your sword to sort of throw a piece across the way. It splats into the thing and slides down the wall, and it stops moving.
Okay. This one's down.
Oh, for fucking sake. Do what
So
I
kill them right away. They don't
No,
heal
I just
themselves.
turned it into two of them. I don't know which.
Well, it's not moving, so you can't really.
Okay.
Yeah. It seems to be dead.
Mostly dead.
It's only mostly dead. All right, so that it for you, Fletcher? Move and attack?
That's it for me.
Lothar. Lothar,
Yes.
I want you to do a perception check before you start what you're about to do.
Ooh.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
27. You don't so much see it as hear something moving around down in this building right here.
I didn't see that. Down where?
South.
Okay.
It's difficult to see. You could hear something, and it sounds like something big rustling around inside that building, and you can see inside some of the open, broken windows, shadows moving around inside. Something is in there. In fact, you think you see one enormous tentacle-looking thing kind of go past one of the windows quite close.
Okay. Well, I will alert the group. There is movement to our south. And with haste, you get what?
Extra 30 feet.
An extra 30 feet, so I could move 60 feet, and that's one action.
60 feet is one action.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
So I'm going to move to here. And I'm taking my bird with me.
Okay.
And then he's now within 60 feet, so I'm going to take full attack on, well, whatever you get after you've moved.
One attack.
One. Yeah, just the one.
Yeah, on this guy up here.
All right. Which one?
The one I injured.
The
Okay.
first one.
Okay. 32 is a hit, 24 plus 16 against evil. So that it's just a one arrow, right? Or do you get all three on this on a
No,
single?
I just get one.
Just the
Okay.
one.
I just use the macro.
You could do that second one if you want.
How is that?
It was a natural one.
Yeah. He's just letting you fumble is what he's doing. You don't
Yeah,
shoot it.
if you want, you could take that second attack. It's up to you.
And then snap your string and bad things happen and no, don't.
All right.
I see. You're being nice.
I'm being nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
To the
this
demons.
your arrow lights up and smashes into this thing, and it is sprayed back. It hits it like a shotgun shell, and it's sprayed backwards into the left against that wall there, and a bunch of back. Yeah, so there's a bunch of like this goo on this wall and over there, and it falls in a sort of a pile right there at the foot of that wall. It seems and it stops moving. It seems to be dead.
Well, now that I've seen back into the left, I'm going to find that Zapruder guy and kill him.
Yes. we must solve the Zapruder problem. Okay, that's it for you?
Yes.
All right, and I believe who's up next? Oh, that's the end of the round. Okay. All right, so who's close? Ilindar, you and Lothar. Lothar, did you tell them that you heard some noises down in the thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
I alerted people that there was movement to our south.
Okay. Ilindar, you look to the south.
Yep.
And you see one. So you're looking at it's basically an old house, a connected house, and you see all the windows are knocked out and it's sort of solid, fallen down a little bit, and you see one tree-sized tentacle kind of come out of one of the windows. It sort of reaches around down to the bottom and sort of rips the front of the house out, and out of the entire front of the house comes this thing.
Oh my.
Not it.
And it begins
Fletcher.
and it begins moving forward, sort of in this weird sort of spider thing. This is what it looks like up close.
Ooh.
Pretty gross.
I'm sure Fletcher wants a piece of that to add to himself.
And it's making sort of like chittering noise. In the meantime, I mean, it's sort of stomping through the rubble. So it's like, as it rips through wood and crunches on stone. It obviously weighs a ton, but also it's making this strangely delicate. It's got several sets of teeth on it, and all of them are sort of going, as the teeth sets kind of clack together, as it sort of as it begins moving forward towards you, ripping away pieces of the house that are attached to it.
The nibbler.
Hey, did I miss Matt getting his turn?
Matt, we're not playing with Matt anymore. He said he couldn't make it.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey, Matt! There he is. Matt, roll for initiative.
Okay, 1 second.
And we will, if depending on how poorly he rolls, we can put him at the bottom of the order.
Why don't we just put him at the bottom of the order, let him go?
Oh, well,
Poorly.
you don't even really have to put him at the bottom of the order. What's your bonus to initiative?
4. I don't know why I didn't roll like that. Sorry. 4. So
There's initiative 7.
Yeah.
So 7.
Matt
Still
calling in from the Mars habitat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Tell
be in
you-
better locations shortly.
He has to get the CIA to clear us first.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to take your turn now, or do you want to wait until this coming turn?
No, I want to wait until this thing is dead, and then I'll step in bravely.
Gotcha.
That's our paladin.
Leading from the rear.
I got herald things to do.
Hold on. I want to wait until it's dead. Then I will step in bravely. There's still time to get the funniest quote.
I got like a herald blackberry. I gotta answer a bunch of prayers and things that the chief can't get to.
Whatever you say, Sir Robin.
All right.
Don't make the naughty list.
So this creature begins sort of moving out into the thing. It's enormous. So even though it seems to move quite slowly, it covers a great deal of room. So just because it stands probably 40 feet tall, and it's just sort of it looks like it was crouching inside the building and then just basically shed the building like it was a carapace of some sort. And now that building is completely destroyed now, and this thing is moving towards Ilindar and Flashheart. One second before we move on from there, I just want to make sure. Wow. Okay. All right. So Ilindar, because it's unfair to take advantage of our paladin so early in the game. Ilindar, as you're looking at this thing, you see it's got some sort of like funky mutated tail, and it's got a little bit of a stegos. It's like a combination of stegosaurus quills and porcupine quills on the back, and it's sort of that tail comes swinging up on the top. It holds for a minute, and then 4 big quills come shooting right at you.
That's not very nice.
No, it's not very nice at all. It's actually quite mean, especially when you see these rolls.
Yeah. I'm kind of a squishy character. Okay, it cannot miss me.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Ouch.
and to confirm the crit, 37. All right, what's your AC?
26, so it can't miss me.
Ooh, man. Okay, so we've got 3 hits and a crit. Let's do the 3 hits first, as you were just peppered with these quills. Ooh, jeez Louise. Okay. So it's gonna do. Hold on 1 second. All right.
Ilindar, get out of there.
Yeah.
Like that's not your plan.
Yeah.
38 points of damage. And then, I'm feeling It feels like a chart kind of night.
38, did you say?
Yeah, yeah, 38.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Those are the first three. Now then the chart. Ooh.
How did the first three? Wait, how did the first three do 4d10?
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's all four. Hold on. I'm gonna have to redo. Hold everything. I gotta redo it. You're right. I should have done three. There we go. And it's 15. So hold on a second. All right. So 31.
Hang on.
You're welcome, Mike.
And then the next one is 15. So here's the thing. It's called eye patch for you. Max plus bonus and 1d2 con drain. So let's do the bonus real quick here. So max is 15.
Your, stone skin, Mike.
Oh, that's right. Stone comes off each one of those.
Okay.
So it's 7 plus 5, 3 plus 5, 6 plus 5. So you took 3 points damage total.
3 points of damage, actually.
Okay. And then another
from
25.
The
and then another 25 from the fourth one.
15, so that's 18 points.
Okay. And then D2 con, so high low.
18.
So 1 point of con damage.
Oh, wait, are the spikes adamantine?
I don't know. Yes.
If they were, they bypass the DR.
Yeah, no, they aren't. And then
less helpful, Don.
Yeah, I know. Well, I kind of knew they weren't.
You probably knew this already, Mike, but just in case, the DR is per spike.
Per spike, yeah.
That's what he did, yeah.
So I took almost no damage from the regular ones.
Good.
For now. But all that damage comes off of your 150, remember?
Right.
So
Yep.
keep track of that. You got hit in the eye. It winged one of them. The crit one winged your eye. So you have a -4 penalty on perception checks and ranged attacks until you are healed.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't get in combat.
Any more than you already are.
With my hand crossbow. I guess
And
now that's out.
And with your other eye, you see those 4 quills begin to reload themselves in the tail. They begin to grow back out. 4 quills grow back out of the tail. And it continues to sort of like come towards you.
So you're right, I'll do you for that.
Bardos, your turn.
So does this thing, that's a weird question. Does this thing look like it weighs more than 1,600 pounds? Probably.
The thing that just shot stuff at Illinois? Yeah, it absolutely weighs more than it could several tons would be your guess. It's building size.
Well, it's big, but it's lanky.
Yeah.
He's a wiry.
Bird bones, yeah.
Bird bones.
Trying to see. I think forceful hand might work. Yeah, I'm going to try that.
What are you going to do to it?
I'm going to cast forceful hand.
Okay.
Which will keep it in theory. So it gets 1 bull rush attack per round. Which uses my caster level plus its base of its base with +8 for its strength. So 16 plus 8 is that 26?
It's large. Okay. So this is a couple of size increments bigger. But that's okay.
So, wait, 27. So 28 actually is the bull rush. That's probably not going to be enough, is it?
Against his okay, CMD. Yeah, no, it's it does, it sort of bounces off.
Yeah. Okay, but I think even without that, let me see. Forceful hand. And it always moves with the opponent. Push them back as far as there's no movement limit. That's the opponent. So they have to succeed on a bull rush attack, but they're gonna, yeah, this is useless too. I don't know why I even try these stupid spells at this level. All this shit is useless pretty much. I'm just gonna hang out and watch her deal with them.
All righty.
You're not going to try and push it back?
Yeah, it's not gonna work. I mean, it's
Doesn't
it's
know
not,
mathematically
the
you can.
spell is so underpowered compared to what these creatures are. It's pointless. So I'm just gonna move over to there.
But I found a hand icon.
That was a nice hand icon.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
All it's got to do is do a bull rush against it, and that thing's going to be able. I mean, it's going to have way more than it's going to basically be ineffective. I mean, I can still cast a spell. It's not like I'm going to find anywhere else to use it, but it's not going to do anything.
Okay, something this big. I mean, I think it's just I think your instincts are right. The problem is the scale of this creature. It's just enormous.
Yeah.
It dwarfs the size of the spell.
Yeah, I'll just sit back and let the fighters deal with this.
All right, Ferrado.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try and summon a monster because nothing I have is. I mean, I'm gonna just try and summon Nature's Ally. I don't use that. I'll just see. I don't really have much luck with it either, but we'll try.
Okay.
I'm gonna prep to summon. And
All
then
right.
also from where I'm sitting, it looks like I can see another one right here. I see
Yep,
an arm.
there is another one sort of slinking forward.
I'm going to share with everybody that there's another one coming down this corridor to the north. Not one of those crazy things, but. And then when I summon, I'm going to put it right here.
Okay. What are you planning on summoning?
I am going to summon a dinosaur. I'm going to
Really?
summon
A what? An ankylosaurus?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Should be able to do a little damage, and it's got some reach, and it should be able to be a pain in the ass and slow it down and maybe take some of the hits while our fleet-footed
Actually, you could use that to
take it out.
You could use that to help you and Gato take out the creature coming towards you.
Creature, what, the little guy? I don't, not too worried about that one. But yeah, I want to put it between Lothar and this thing, at the very least for defense. You said it moves pretty slow.
These creatures do. They do move pretty slow.
So
you're talking about the big creature, right?
Well, the big creature seems to move slow, but it's so big that it covers a lot of ground.
Yeah.
The last round, it didn't move very far because it was busy destroying the building that was hiding in.
Yeah, well, the Ankylosaurus can swing its tail. It's got 15-foot reach, so you can just plant when we get there.
Okay.
You can just plant him so that he is right within reach of it.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll do.
Take a couple of hits at the very least.
Let me know if you could, at some point, how many hit points that Ankylosaurus is going to have.
Sure.
Excellent. All right, so Ferrado begins casting a spell. Yeah, somewhere in. Woo. All right, this creature's 1, 2. So this creature, Gato, you see, Ferrado's exactly right. The creature comes ripping out of that alleyway. And it's crawling over stuff to try and get to you. It's definitely sort of trying to, and it's kind of flopping. It moves a little faster than the other ones, and it's coming towards you, but it doesn't, even with a double move, it's not going to be enough to get to you this round as it sort of comes out and sort of sniffs the air and begins coming towards you. I think the other ones are dead. Ilindar, you're up. You're probably going, ow, ow.
Yeah.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, 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 ow. Stop.
Got
it. Ilindar's can move over there.
Hey guys, look, there's a creature over there. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Just in case you guys forgot, I'm not frontline material.
But you could be.
And then Storm is going to charge to right here, basically 10 feet away from it.
Okay. It does have reach. Let me just check and make sure that it's more than 10 feet. Because yeah, it's yeah.
Take your attack.
Yeah, it's going to take an attack. It is going to. It's going to reach out with one of its clawed arms at you. Hold on a sec. The build bonus is so big, it takes me a while to get up there. 43 hit you?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so it misses. Go ahead, do what you're going to do. Oh boy. All right. So check the AC, y'all.
I forgot about messing with that macro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 30. It's 32. Just drop the one in between.
All right. 47 hits. The bite hits. 32 claw will not hit. 51 claw, that's a crit potential. 42 hits. 47 bite also hits. I think I'm getting all of them there, right? And then do you want to roll again to see if you confirm that crit on the
Claw.
on the claw? Yeah.
I think I just fixed the macro.
Excellent.
So we're looking at the first claw, or no, the second claw.
Second claw was the crit.
So that'd be a 34.
34. 34. That is just barely a confirmed crit. So that is a crit. Let's do some tallying because this thing's got hit points out the yin yang. All right. So first things first. 44 from the thing.
46 from the bite.
Oh yeah, 46. Sorry.
We're gonna skip that claw because it's gonna be a chart.
The first claw, 26 from the first claw, the breaking claw. Second claw is chart. Wing buff is 28. Yep. Wait. 19 and 5 is 24.
Mhm.
And hasted the 47 is 43.
43. Yep.
All right. So 6, 27, 6, 8, 10, 12, 167 is what I have.
Okay. And then I want chart for the
Okay.
crit.
Chart.
Why is oh. All right, hold everything. Okay, 167. Oops, nope.
I was gonna be impressed if that's what it did.
No, hold on. I fungoed it. Let's try that. Let's try that one more time. There you go. Okay, there's 167. And then the crit, this would have been a natural attack.
Yep.
Organ scramble. Target suffers max plus bonus and 1d6 con.
Oh shit.
All right, so
I'll let you roll the con.
So what I'll roll the con. What would be max plus bonus for you?
So the bonus is 36. The max would be
Nice.
the max would be 40.
Okay.
So 40 and 36, so 76.
Okay, so another 76 plus the con. 6 times. Okay.
The con's going to take its hit points down quite a bit.
Yeah, it's going to lose a fair amount because it's got a pretty good hit dice too. So yeah. What was the
76.
okay. So yeah. Okay.
A lot of damage. That's impressive.
Okay. Ouch. Yeah, really. Yeah, that kind of oops, sorry. I'm just moving them out of the way. Thanks. All right. So yeah, that's pretty good. Illidar, you moved out of the way, right?
Heck yeah, I did. Made Daffy Duck noises as I ran away.
Okay. Gatto.
Okay, I am 10 feet away from the creature, so with lunge, I don't have to move. So I will make 4 attacks against it.
Okay.
I'm not flanking or anything though, so 34.
34 is a hit. Potential crit.
Well, no.
Well, no, on the second one, the second attack.
Oh, the 42. Okay.
Yeah. So 29 is your lowest roll. That's going to be a hit. So all 4 of these are hits.
Okay,
And
so
the second one is a crit.
22 plus 19 plus 17.
Looks
Okay,
like the fourth one's a possible crit too, huh?
58 less.
Oh yeah, it is. 58.
Well,
Now
just do 2 of them, and then we'll do confirmed crits.
so 40,
So
40
22
41.
and 19.
I think you just Ginsu this thing.
Yeah, so 41 points. Well, it's not enough to kill it, but all right. Do you want to do the?
I'm gonna roll again,
got
and
2
the
potential
second and
crits.
fourth will confirm. Okay.
Got it.
So
second
38
confirmed.
confirmed.
Fourth is
38.
both are confirmed.
Wow. Awesome.
okay, so
First crit is staggering blow, max plus double bonus and an equal amount of non-lethal damage. Second crit is crushed intestines, max plus bonus and 1d con 1d2 con bleed. These are all together much more than enough to require to
Wow, go get him, Gatto. Everyone on the battlefield stops and like looks over at Gatto. Holy crap!
Hold on. I think that's a demon impersonating Gatto.
and I take a 5-foot step back.
So you don't
Okay,
get
that's the Gatto we know.
Yeah, it is destroyed. It is cut to pieces in a pool of its own goo, and you look at your elvish blade, and it's like your grandfather is cursing you from beyond for soiling his blade. So, but yes, it completely cuts it up into pieces.
Gatto told Illindar he was going to start getting active in combat.
Illindar still looks shocked.
Bardos, give me a perception check. 27. So you're looking over in this direction here, and you realize that the building itself seems to be moving. What? And then your eyes sort of realign themselves, and you realize that what you initially thought was the building is some sort of creature, and it's peeling itself away from the side of the building, and sort of ripping it. It looked like it was like melded to the building, and now is sort of peeling itself off and stretching itself out, and it looks like this.
Holy crap!
My.
Hey, Fletcher, that one's yours.
Yeah.
It makes, unlike the other one over here, it makes almost no sound as it sort of almost weirdly, delicately picks its way across here towards what looks like it's going towards Gatto.
I'm getting like block vision, so I'm assuming that some of the stuff in this area here is walls.
Yeah, it is.
And stuff, yeah.
So I really can't see
your direction.
him yet.
You can't, especially from your.
Oh
direction,
no, you could see it partially because it towers over those walls.
Okay.
I'm gonna message Fletcher and tell him
Incoming.
get over here. There's another big monster, huge thing over here.
Fletcher's like, I'm already on the whole other side of the courtyard.
Why, you fools? Paging Dr. Fletcher. Paging Dr. Fletcher.
Okay. Oh, hold on a second. I got to get him into the thing.
You want to finish that other one off, don't you, Fletcher?
Well, I can't actually attack the other one. I don't have a pounce shot on him. I'd have to do a single attack, which isn't very effective.
Okay.
I don't have a straight line on him yet. So all your killing requests will be taken care of in the order in which they were received.
In the order.
Oh God, Fletcher's taking his customer service to India. We're screwed. Thank you for calling.
My name is
We will get to your murdering request in the order it was received.
My name is Steve.
I'm Bob.
All right. Okay, that was Gatto. Fletcher, what are you going to do? You all are getting a lot of requests to kill giant creatures. What is going on?
And that's great and wonderful, but I can't actually get to that other one yet. So I'm going to stick to the plan and finish the steak that's on my plate. I can't move myself. Why can't I move myself?
Because you tried to measure something?
Maybe.
Got to go back to the select tool. That's usually what causes it.
Okay. No, I still can't move me. Oh, there we go. Had me for a second. No, I lost me. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Quick while you can.
And I guess to about here would be good.
Yep.
That's a pounce.
All right. So it has 15 reach.
But it still has attack of opportunity left.
Did it do it on? Yeah, it did it on Storm. So let me double check. I want to make sure that it has multiples. I don't think it does.
Pencil in real quick.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Pardon?
So go ahead.
I thought he was going to pencil.
Yeah,
sorry, I keep talking when Mike talks. Is he telling me something?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Les was going to pencil in the fact that it had multiple attacks of opportunity.
I got it.
He does not, though. So go ahead.
Okay, first attack. Sword. Confirming the crit on the sword.
That will confirm.
Let's do chart. It's so much fun.
All right. Sword chart. Oh, well, no, that doesn't make any sense. Ooh, split open. Target suffers max plus bonus and 1d6 bleed.
Okay, so max
hold on.
is
It might
40.
be immune to bleed. Hold on. Immune. No, it's not immune to bleed. Okay.
So that's 40 plus 35, so 75.
Okay. All right. It had 59 hit points and the d6 bleed. You managed to stick your sword right. Are you flying?
Yes.
Okay. So you managed to stick your sword into the meatiest bits of this thing, and apparently you hit something akin to a heart, because suddenly a huge glout of blood. I mean, you stab your sword in there, and it's almost like piercing when you take a pen and you pop a beer can, and sometimes the beer comes shooting right back out at you. It's like that. Only it's this hot sort of brownish black blood that just covers you, and you're covered in this stuff now. But it staggers a couple of little bits and falls down to the ground with a clatter. It's almost like bones. It sounds like somebody dropping a lot of bones.
Yeah.
Splash. Yay.
And it goes down. All right. I think that's it for you then.
That's it.
All right. Lothar.
As a swift action, I'm going to burst.
Okay.
29 points.
All right. That's for Ilandar's benefit, I assume.
Yes.
Thank you.
And solves his continuing problem, as well as he gets Fateful Channel.
Ooh, okay.
So what is that again? We get to re-roll a roll?
Yeah, you get to re-roll a roll anytime within the next, I believe,
Three
four
rounds?
rounds.
Four
For
rounds?
four. My charisma went up. I'm prettier.
Okay.
Not that pretty.
So, hey, fucking paladin.
What was what was max plus bonus? What did that round out to for you, Fletcher?
Sorry, what'd you ask?
What was the
75.
75? Okay.
75, yeah. Thank you.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Just want to keep track of something. Nope, no reason.
Everything at all.
So that helps him. Then we've got this big thing coming, right? Do I
Yeah,
have
it's building
what?
size too. It's coming your way.
Do I have direct line of sight? Well, it's going Gatto's direction, I understand.
Yeah, it's moving towards Gato.
And Farina's.
Yeah.
I say that so you'll be worried rather than, it's just Gato.
Wow.
Good call, Don.
Do I have line of sight through this?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, you could easily see it.
So using a swift action for the channel energy, do I get all my attacks?
Yes.
Action, then yes.
All right, here we go.
35.
These are all touch.
These are all touch.
Yes.
Yeah, those are all
So
going
is
to
two
hit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, you could be just shooting in the air and hit it. It's hard to miss. But yeah, these are all hits.
So 25 plus 8.
Okay.
25 plus 20. And 28 plus 21.
Okay, I have 127.
What?
127.
Holy crap, Lothar's doing damage.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
All right.
that's 3 force arrows. And I'm done.
Okay. Flash art, you're up. This thing is the one next to Storm. Well, yeah, it's you mean Fletcher? He's Fletcher's covered with it's clattered to the ground and Fletcher's covered in its blood.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
I didn't move,
Oh,
right?
okay. I didn't realize he was dead. Sorry.
No, you didn't. You can if you want.
No, I get
No, go.
another attack because of haste.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you would.
So before Matt goes.
29 plus 10.
Another 39 points. Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. All right.
I'll do a double move then towards the other one. Can you move
Okay.
me for the moment?
So
Yeah. So what's your speed?
25.
Plus
actually,
haste?
No, 30. 30 plus haste.
30
So-
plus 30, so that's 60 times 2. So you
Hold
can
on.
actually, if you want to charge and take the hit to your AC, you can do a single attack on it
Yeah. I'll
at
do
plus
that.
2.
You want to do that?
Mhm.
So yeah, you can
Okay.
get all the way. You can get all the way to it.
All right. It is going to do an attack of opportunity as well with a tentacle as flash art as you approach. Okay, here we go. $29 hit you? No, probably not.
No.
Okay, go for it. You get a single attack with Radiance. Radiance seems remarkably quiet about this creature. It's not sure what the deal is with this thing. 32. That may miss.
It's plus 2. Come for the charge.
Oh, that's a hit.
For charge.
That's a hit. Radiance hits. So 27 physical and 12 holy is 39 points of damage. It did not like that. All right, that it for you?
Yes.
All right. It is, you've got its attention now. So it is going to turn towards you and attack with all of its tentacles, which are 6 of them.
The damage come down on it, Les?
Yeah, it did.
For his hit?
Yeah.
I didn't see it
If you
move
have to
for
ask.
Flash Heart's hit.
All right, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All right, so 40. What's your AC?
Well, you didn't hit it. 44.
He's
40.
got the second highest armor class in the party.
44, all these tentacles. So a lot of these tentacles are like getting close to you, and you're just swatting them away, parrying them away with radiance. And you can see this creature growing increasingly frustrated and angry as it is finding itself angry with you as it finds itself unable to hit you because of the cheating that you've done.
And all the while, Flashheart's hair is blowing in the breeze majestically.
All right, that's out. All right, first up, round 3, Bardos. The
Yes,
Fabio
the
cantrip.
Fabio cantrip.
I like it.
I'm gonna act like Gato.
Okay.
Oh, you can disappear?
Go invisible and pick everyone's pocket.
I'm just gonna not move and pretend that I'm invisible.
I was going to say, Gato comes over and starts going through Elendar's pockets.
He pushes him down on the ground and it's like, give me that pouch. All right, so you're just going to hang back.
Yeah, I got nothing that I really want to do. So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it seems to be well underhand.
Corrado?
Well, let's say, I mean, that thing's dead. So is it, I can't move it where I would want it.
No, you can absolutely move it.
I guess I would put it right here.
All right.
So is this, I can't see, is that,
That's Flash Heart.
yeah, okay, I don't want to hurt Flash Heart. So right
This
here,
is what you want to hit.
yeah, I understand. My view, because of where I'm at, I'm blacked out. I can't see very much.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so I wanted to do a power attack, but I was reading the directions. I've never played a character that can do it, and it's like all D&D directions are just, it's like reading insurance notes to me.
Yeah, basically power attack is you take a hit on your 2 hit to get additional damage.
And it's
right, and it looks like it says
ratio.
it says you gain a +2 bonus on melee damage rolls, and then it goes on to say this bonus to damage is increased by half based upon your strength modifier, which would make it a +12. So do you get the +2, or do you get the +12, or do you get both?
The primary natural weapon adds 1.5 times your strength bonus on damage, so it would be +12.
Okay, so where do you get this +2 bonus on all melee damage rolls? How's that work?
Well, so in this case,
it's
increased if you're using a 2-handed weapon or your primary natural weapon that adds 1 to 1.5 times your strength modifier on damage. So yeah, so basically, if your strength modifier is +8.
I got that part. It was, so it's +12.
What kind of dinosaur?
Yeah, it's just saying it. So you get +2 unless some of those other things occur.
All right, okay. And so the base attack bonus reaches +4 and every 4 points after. So the base attack is a 7 on this. Does that mean I take a -2?
No, you would take a -1, just like it says.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to try that power attack on this wall hugger.
Okay.
So just take my -1 to attack. It's got a CMB, so and I'm using my tail, so I don't know if you can.
You're just doing a regular attack, not a CMB.
Right, but if I hit, my next question, Mike, was going to be if I hit, then do I get to use a CMB?
No, you would just roll regular damage.
Yeah, just regular damage, unless you're trying to like trip it or push it.
Well,
back.
I'd like to try and trip it, I guess is what that's what
I'm okay, doing. Then it would be your CMB against the CMD, but
does it have a trip?
To be honest,
does it have a trip if you hit it, it automatically trips? Or
no, you've got to.
It's an ankylosaur,
Beaver's
right?
a CMD, but I'm guessing
It's
this
also got
thing have a huge.
It may get an automatic trip attempt, but not an
Yeah.
automatic trip. But
Right.
man, this is gonna be hard.
See, it doesn't say anything about trip anywhere. It just says
Yeah.
it's like a really
Okay, then
good
it doesn't
Okay,
have
so
it.
it
So
doesn't
then
have
you
an
just-
automatic trip attempt then.
So then
It
just
does. It does have a stunning blow.
It does.
And
It has a
it-
stunning flow.
It
But it
has
looks like I just have a +7, right? Less.
it's got
less
improved
the-
rush,
less the
improved
one. I have
overrun.
to take my-
Correct.
Okay. All
What
right.
was that? What was that, Gordon?
I said the one I'm looking at has improved bull rush and improved overrun. Is it an ankylosaurus?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It does have improved
But-
bull rush and improved overrun. But that just means they can
It-
conduct those without
Yeah, and
provoking.
it's not big enough to do that on this thing anyway.
not on this thing. I wouldn't think.
So, yeah, you just
Okay.
need to.
Well, I'm just gonna
those down.
see if I can get it. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Ooh, that is going to be a miss, I think.
Okay. Well, maybe sit
Yep.
here and take some damage and watch everybody else kill things. Got it. Done.
All right. All right. That's it for you?
Yep.
What about any arrows or anything like that?
It was focused on summoning, so that takes 2 rounds, right? I think.
It takes 1 round. So you can actually
Oh.
do a fight, or you can attack yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, not attack yourself. Attack, comma.
Well, if you
yourself.
want to attack yourself, you can. But
So
You,
don't I have to
you
take
yourself could also attack.
Yes. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
If I fumble, we'll see how that goes. So when I'm casting, so the first round, my last turn was to start summoning, and then I have to take my bow out still, so I would just get 1 attack. Is that accurate?
right, this round you'd pull your bow out,
Yes.
action, and you'd shoot a single arrow or a
Okay.
double if you got many shot for your
Yeah, I
second.
got a double.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta take,
Pulling the bow is a move equivalent.
Okay. Let me just take this. Okay. All right. So then I will shoot at it. It being the big wall hugging thing.
It dies.
Got him. Got him. 44 is a hit.
Yeah, I
It's
think
a huge glass cannon. It's got like 7 hit points.
that's-
So you get 2 arrows worth of damage for that.
Yeah.
Right. And they're 4d6 plus 23 plus 6.
Are you using your like hurricane bow or something?
Yeah.
Gravity bow.
Gravity bow.
Well, that's a spell. I don't know if she still has that.
Damn, 45 on it, a single arrow. That's pretty good. You know,
Okay.
if you were like in some village doing this kind of stuff, you could line up the villagers and basically shoot through them.
She does that in her spare time.
And I've got a
why
second
would she
arrow,
do
too.
this?
So the second arrow is going to be after roll damage fed, or both arrows the same amount of damage?
The
That was 2 arrows.
No, the extra was for it being evil.
then you would roll a second arrow damage. If
Go ahead
it's
and
2
roll a
arrows.
second arrow damage.
Jeez Louise, man.
Those are good rolls.
Yeah, they were good rolls.
Maybe you spell ride the Ankylosaurus down the hall for a while just because it's there.
All right, so that's Corrado. Ilindar, what are you doing?
Not a-
Storm
not a
gonna
thing,
ruin
yeah.
something again?
To say, yeah, Elendar is just cowering behind that tent thing, watching what's going on. Storm's gonna charge to here and then take a swing.
Okay. You say take a swing, suddenly the whole place fills with numbers. All right, so it only has 46 hit points left. So that first attack will get it. I'm sorry?
The bite then takes it.
The bite, and then the claw will certainly finish it off as Storm just sort of smacks down. It wobbles on its big, pointy, sort of scorpion legs, and then falls with a crash down into the rubble. These creatures are Bardos. You look at these creatures, and you know, with the discussion and the thoughts you've been having about the presence of the radiation, you're guessing that all of these creatures have been exposed to greater or lesser extents to this radiation. These creatures have been warped significantly. Your guess is that they may have been large demons at some point, maybe even normal terrestrial creatures that just ended up staying here and being mutated. Although you can't think of any terrestrial creatures from Galarian that would have been this big. These things are absolutely gargantuan in size. But they die, and we drop out of initiative at that point.
Huzzah!
The good news is that this battle happened quite fast. So about 20 seconds, 25 seconds. And while there was a lot of crashing around by the big creatures and stuff like that, it was only the little creatures that made any sort of like vocalizations. And your guess is that, frankly, crashing buildings and stuff like that, you've already heard some of that as you've entered the city. So you're not sure, probably not, is that this particular fight is going to get much attention. Yeah, it's not. You're pretty far from the Yearning House. The demons are few and far between. These look pretty warped, and it was a relatively quiet battle. I mean, comparatively quiet. There was a lot of noise made, but it was the kind of noise that is common in this town, or relatively common, as opposed to
big creatures like this wrecking buildings. That's
yeah. So it wasn't like somebody's ringing a bell going, "Paladin's here, Paladin's here," that kind of thing.
You got your radar on, Gato? What's the next closest?
I'll get it out.
Okay. This time you're not picking up any local demons. It is pointing towards the Yearning House, and the distance is the couple of blocks that you suspect the Yearning House is.
Okay.
Not suspect. It's a couple of blocks away. You teleported here on purpose. But yeah, that's the next biggest concentration of demons. Now you're getting multiple hits from over there. It's like, you remember that point in the movie Aliens where they're in the complex and they're looking at the tracker and it's filled with white. You're getting a lot of demonic hits from over towards the Yearning House.
Does the Ankylosaurus hang out until
the Ankylosaurus is here? Yeah, I mean,
rounds.
Yeah,
16 rounds.
16 rounds. So what is that? A minute and a half?
Yep.
If you wanted to hit somebody, you certainly could. Like,
ride him.
Just to ride into town on an Ankylosaurus. Excellent.
Really disappears, and I'm sitting on my ass.
Or you could go over and say, "Hey, Gato."
Oh, I didn't do anything. You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
I want to avoid the grease.
Yeah, so there's way through down to this area. I mean, you can go in that direction. You just have to sort of skirt it.
Right.
All right. You guys going to do anything? I mean, if you look at these creatures, it's obvious that they don't have anything in the way of treasure. That kind of stuff. So you guys can get through there pretty easily.
I was at one point thinking of hiding my scent with their stink, but I really don't want to do that.
It's repugnant. Those little garbage creatures. Yeah, the littler ones, they smell. The other ones are kind of I mean, they smell, but they smell like everything else smells in there. Those other ones.
I was going to use the big ones for it because it would hide my scent from those little ones.
Mm-hmm.
But if I meet anything else and I smell like that, I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
Right.
If I disguise myself as a Merilith, I don't want to be smelling like one of those huge deformed things. So.
Okay. As you guys, so you begin making your way I'm assuming quietly, into the city, and again, you see that most of this city seems to be largely destroyed. Your guess is that these aren't the first buildings that these creatures have inhabited, the big creatures, because there's a lot of. As you begin to move through the area, you see in the distance, off in that block over there, that kind of thing, buildings that look like something similar has happened, like something like buildings that look like they've been burst outward from inside or ripped down, like the walls itself sort of peeled off and ripped down to the ground. It's very strange. But you do not see any other creatures until you approach within visual distance of the Yearning House. And again, once you get it in view, it marks a very different sort of expectation than what you have from the rest of the city. A lot of the city is broken down, destroyed. In this case, this particular building looks pretty good. It's obviously been maintained. It's obviously been taken care of. It has a big sign on it that says Abyssal, the Yearning House, and underneath it is in sort of abyssal scroll work for all your pleasures. And you can see what looked to be a couple of creatures standing around outside. And at one point, as you're watching, one of them says something to the other, and the other one's like, they don't look like demons. Oh, happy
What do
birthday,
they look
Don.
like?
Is it your birthday?
Friday is.
Friday is. Well, happy birthday,
Oh,
dude.
happy birthday. That'd be early day after tomorrow.
So they look more like giants. And they're sort of standing out there. They don't look they have armor on and things like that. They're big. And they don't look like any of like, I mean, they're not frost giants or fire giants or anything like that. They look strange. They're reminiscent of the giants kind of that you guys met at that one place that had the gate in it where the guy was making Nihydrian stuff and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But bigger.
Ooh.
But they're bigger.
Okay.
And there's a couple of them, and they just sort of seem to be like hanging out there.
Hey guys, I'll take care of these two. You take care of anything inside the building.
Okay.
Okay. I disguise myself as a Merilith.
All right.
You guys stay here. Trust me on this. We've still got the link, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the telepathic link. Yeah.
I'm disguised as a Merilith. I reach in and pull out 5 long swords also to go with my grandfather's blade.
Okay.
They're not evil ones. I had to sell those, but they're just normal long swords. I walk up to them.
All right. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Or slither,
Let's
actually.
see if
as a
this
Merilith.
works. Oops. Of course it didn't. All right.
Did for a second. I saw
It
something.
did. It did for a second. Hold on. I gotta think. You know, I like this so much. I'm gonna use it again. Let me just put some light out there. Oh, come on. Really?
Matt, where are you in the world today that you're on your iPhone?
I'm at a party hiding under a pile of coats in the coat room.
I actually believe him.
I just like the idea of going to get my coat and finding this guy like hanging out.
That's funny.
All right, Gato, I'm going to put your normal guy on there so you can see. Just ignore him.
Okay. I look like a Merilith.
Anybody else see anything other than a black square and a beige?
Nothing yet. I just see a black square right now.
I detect if this is Don's true form. And Gato was the illusion.
I got to get another laptop.
You gotta.
My keyboard's going out again. This is like the second time it's happened today. So here we go.
All of a sudden, I can see all the notes about your birthday. That was weird.
Can you see now?
I see
Don?
now.
Okay.
Yep.
And hold on, I'm going to see if I can change this into everybody can see. Can anybody see anything?
I see a black screen. Are you gonna paste
black
Don's
square
head under like
rectangle.
a model's body or something? What are you gonna do here?
If you give her sight and give everyone control of her.
You know what? I can't. See, that's the problem. So I'm going to do this. How about now?
Okay.
I can the only thing I can do, anything with a keyboard I can't do. So you guys aren't all there. But
you want to see this?
Yeah.
I believe I see the Merilith.
I do see
right on the edge of the yellow circle, my yellow circle.
And the big bearded giants.
Yeah, you guys aren't there. But the Merilith is that. So how far back are you guys hanging back? Like a
10 feet.
feet, huh? I'm assuming on the order of a block.
Okay, let's go with that.
Okay. So these, as you get closer, the Merilith, Don, you see these guys here. They're essentially these big, sort of hairy giants. They're wearing sort of brigandine armor in like a cloak kind of style, that kind of thing. They're ugly. They don't look very smart, but as they see you approach, they sort of are like, "Who goes?" You speak Abyssal, right? Of course you do. You don't have to answer that question. In Abyssal, the Godolith, I like it. In Abyssal, they're like, "Do you have an appointment?"
I approach them, and as I do, I am reaching into my bag.
Hold on a sec. All right.
And do I get to this location? Is this the setting?
Yeah, you can get there. Hold on, I gotta move things.
He's going to pull something out of our bag that we lost. We're going to be like, hey.
1 second.
No, you did not lose this. You guys never had possession of this.
He made sure of that.
Okay, what reminded me of this is the last time I wanted to use this was at the mines for the crystals, and you guys wouldn't cooperate. You ready, Les?
Just a sec.
The potion that rips the heart out?
No, you have that. I haven't taken it. I mean, you have that.
In theory, yeah. In theory, I have that, but
Yeah.
Last time you
In
looked,
theory.
you had that.
God damn it. It's always something, I swear to God. So you guys will enjoy this. All of my lines are off because I had to add some additional streets at the last minute, and I forgot my my lines. So I've got to move the lines. Hold on.
Your line is free the genie.
My interior lines to keep line of sight stuff.
I got you.
No, they're all borked. They're all friggin' borked. Almost done. Anyway, so you're reaching into your bag. What's in the bag? What's in the box?
I pull out a small I pulled out a small fist-sized glass ball filled with a silvery smoke.
Oh no. All right.
You know what it is?
I have a feeling I do.
I'm gonna post it in the chat.
Okay. Okay. You've been holding on to that for a while.
Oh, I've had this forever. But anything that can fly can avoid it.
Wow, that's fun.
All right. So
Oh, that's fun.
That's going to be one heck of a
all
fall.
right. So you pull this out. They're like, "What are you doing here? You got an appointment?" And they're sort of like giggling. They're like, "We know why you're here." Pervert. And all right. So what do? So you're just throwing down the sphere?
I just take it and smash it
Okay.
right here. If you read the write-up, it does not affect me.
Correct. All right. So 30-foot square. So it's going to do both. Those guys, I think.
Yes.
Let's just do that. 30-foot square. Just to make sure. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting. Can you see that? No, you can't because I put it on the wrong level.
Yeah.
So yeah, that will do it. All right. Oh, all right. So you're like, I have something for you. Boom. All right. So
I don't want to be in the splash.
do they get a save?
Nope.
I don't think that they do.
Nope.
All right, so the rest of you are about a block of the way, and you see Gatto disguise himself as a Merilith, and he sort of slithers over there to the thing. And there's a little bit of talking, and then you see him reach into something, and you hear like the tinkle of glass. Tish! And all of a sudden, both of the giants go shooting up into the air to the point where they almost disappear. Everybody who's not Gatto, give me a perception check.
As they're going up, I'm going to start walking back to the crew.
Okay. All right. Ooh, Farina. Okay. The rest of you are kind of these guys bounce up into the air and are quickly
Ooh, nice,
nice.
flash art.
Yeah, you actually poke yourself in the eye. Farina, you look up and your keen eyes see these creatures flying up. Then you see flying creatures coming from different directions, 3 or 4 of them, and they just go and they grab onto these things. And Gatto, you don't see this happening because you're down at the bottom, but you begin to see sort of like some sort of brackish liquid begin to fall onto the ground. Drops like a mist of this liquid. Farina, you're looking up there and you see whatever those flying creatures are. And you suspect they're rocks. It's hard to tell from this distance, but they are tearing these guys apart. And you actually see the rocks because the anti-gravity is still working. So the giants are still flying upward. So the rocks are kind of doing a big U as they chase them and grab them and try to hold on to them. And the rocks are being torn upward, drawn upward as they tear pieces off the guys. At one point, a big piece of arm meat splashes to the ground right there in the street, leaving
the reason why I walked away from that splash area.
Yeah. So, but yeah, your guess is that the rest of them are probably not coming down.
Wow. I'm going to turn to go to Gatto and go, wow.
Like Sky
I have
Piranhas
had
up there or
that
something.
forever.
Wow, well done. That's
And
like
could
when
never use it.
That's like when Lothar brought out that thing during the boss fight with the demon.
That's what I was thinking of.
And I was straining myself to try and find any reason why he wouldn't be worthy. And I couldn't couldn't think of anything. But yeah, the rocks, they flew upward at great speed, and the rocks saw this, and it was like ringing a dinner bell. There was 3 or 4 at least that went and chased on them, and they grabbed Farina. You saw them grab onto them and be dragged upward by the force of the anti-gravity spell. But they are not coming back down except for in a mist form. Yeah. But they are done. All right. So yeah. So those were the guards. You don't see anybody on the street now. And like I said, the door is right there. It's big double doors, and you can see that it has the sign, "The Yearning House for all for all your pleasures," written in abyssal. The rest of you, I assume, come forward.
Okay, guys, I took care of my 2, like I said I would.
So now you can just hide for the next battle. We understand.
I'm good with that.
All right. So, yeah. So you guys approach, and other than a weird sort of smelly liquid on the ground, you're not sure what Gatto did, but he's there, and now you guys are there as well. So you can move forward.
Now what?
Well, so again, this is a big building, well maintained. There's just the big double doors right there, but otherwise there's no windows or anything that you can see.
I don't mind walking in and then reporting back what's in here.
Do we want to check the side of the building first?
Go ahead.
If there's another door?
Fly around the perimeter.
Okay. Who's going around the perimeter?
Dorado flying 25 feet above the ground.
Okay. Yeah, you do a quick fly around. You don't see anything that looks like a secondary door. The building is more curved in the back, and there is a second floor. But as you fly around, you can see that the main part just beyond the door is open to the sky. It's an open building, so it's like almost like there's a 2-story building and then a walled courtyard which is beyond this door.
So I'm going to share that with everybody because we could potentially hover, fly, levitate up and over more quietly than busting open a door.
Yeah. Anybody who can't fly can just hop on Storm.
Can I go back up there and
offering.
peek over a wall to see if there's anybody in the courtyard, Les?
Yeah, you can. There are more of those. There are several more of those big giant types, and it looks like a
I can only
group
do that
of
one.
a group of smaller creatures. You're not sure. They're much smaller than the giants. The giants are sort of. There's 2 big pools in the room. In the courtyard, like fountains, but otherwise it looks pretty dusty and gross. And there's 4, what looks to be like 4 of those big giants, and then 4 smaller creatures you didn't get a very good look at.
I shared that.
They're towards the back.
Yeah, I shared that with everybody. So I don't think either way we go, we're going to draw their attention, but we can. If they're in the back, the 4 smaller creatures are in the back, or the 2 big ones.
The 4 smaller creatures are sort of in the back. There's some like statues over there, and they're sort of standing around by those statues. They are sort of like facing the door, though, but they're quite a bit back from the door, toward the rear of the courtyard.
It would be nice if we had something just to drop right on their heads. You know, like a welcome gift. Anybody have like stone call? Maybe I do.
I do not.
I do. I have stone call.
Oh, thanks, Peter.
So yeah, I could do that because that'll spread a 20-foot radius, 20-foot high and wide radius of fog, and then do some damage and make the terrain difficult. So it will discombobulate them a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of make sure they aren't able to come to bear right away and then take out the 2 big guys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'll volunteer for one of the big guys. You want the other one, Flash Heart?
You're muted, Matt.
Okay. I guess that's Storms then.
Yeah, I'm there for it. Sorry. If I can make it to them, I'm happy to do it.
If I hit them with the stone call first, it might force the big guys to turn around and have their back to you, and then you'll get more of a surprise attack.
Yep. And we can just smash through this front door or jump over it.
Are they right in front of the front door, Les?
No, they're actually quite a bit of away. They're sort of like in the center areas.
Not the 4 guys, the big 2 guys.
The 2 big guys.
There's 4 big guys and 4 little guys.
Oh, the 4
okay.
big guys. Are the 4 big guys up by the front door?
Well, there are a couple of them are relatively close. The other 2 are sort of back towards the other side, back towards the back. So they're sort of spread out, actually.
Gato, did you say this door is unlocked? We can just smash it open?
No doors up. No doors are locked. It's open.
The
Okay.
Ankylosaurus is gone now, Les. All that took a minute and a half or whatever.
Yeah. You guys have been hovering around outside for a while.
What a waste. Okay.
Hey, blame Storm and Fletcher. Yeah,
Good waste.
they've ruined a lot of people's game.
Yeah.
Storm, how are you thinking of entering? Are you going to fly up and down, or are you going to come through the door? It's awful small.
Fly over and drop the stone call, and probably I'll just stay up there and shoot arrows from up there. That would be Ferrato's plan.
I mean, if Fletcher asks for that, she'll ask Fletcher, which does he prefer?
Do you know what might work really well is you take Flashheart with you and just fly over and drop right in the middle.
Okay.
And I'll come through the door and take him from this side.
Okay. She lowers herself down so Flashheart can jump on.
Okay, so who's going with Storm, and then who's going through the door?
I'll go with Storm. If you can put me on Storm list.
Can do.
And I will go through the door, at least me.
All right. Are you, Gato, are you going to stay in Marilith form?
Right now, I'm staying in Marilith form.
Okay. Ferrado, you're flying, so you're just going to fly over the top?
Yeah, when you say go, I will.
All right. And then Lothar, you're going with Storm?
Is Storm hurt?
I don't think so. Maybe a
I
little.
don't think
You're not
so.
Her
supposed
bar
to.
does look
He
down.
burst pretty big though earlier.
She's not.
Are you going to
Okay.
haste again? I'm going to ask Illendar if he's going to haste again.
Isn't somebody like missing an eye still? Do we want to get that fixed
If
up?
you want, I can.
Bartos, how are you getting over the
This
wall?
gives me an extra arrow, but I don't know that.
I'm gonna follow the Fletch-O-Matic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Les, can you
channel.
give the Marilith sight?
What?
Can you give the Marilith sight?
No, I cannot.
Um,
Can you bring Gato back on the board?
Yes, I can.
In Marilith form, huh?
Yes, I can.
do we think we're gonna need haste for this fight, or
Let's see what we
Four
got in
big
there
guys
first. We
to
can
be-
always
I don't.
test that.
I'm
I
gonna
won't
channel.
see.
I'm gonna channel and get Illendar, Storm, and Flashheart.
Okay.
And part of it is to heal Storm.
no? Storm wasn't injured.
It looked like he was.
Yeah, that was something left over from last time we played.
The other part of it is you three have Fateful Channel for 4 rounds.
Cool.
If we're gonna drop you into swing, I
Right.
don't want one fumble to fuck up the whole thing.
Right.
Fumble, fumble, fumble.
No. Right. So all buffs are off, but we
Well, not all
still
of them.
have.
Stone Skin should still be on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Protection
Everything
from
that
spells.
wasn't less than like 10 minutes should still be on.
Yeah.
Okay, so only haste went away then, maybe.
Correct.
Haste
Yeah.
went away.
Okay, got it. I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay.
Go.
All right. Go. All right. The door, Fletcher, is unlocked. So
Okay.
you can easily just
I
open it
told you,
up.
Unless I
I'll
can't
wait until
see.
Storm is up in the air and getting ready to drop, then I'll prop open the door.
Okay, and I can't see in there, and I won't be able to take Flashheart with me. So
So you'll have, there we go. Perfect.
And now grab Flashheart and
Storm doesn't have vision in there. Well, she's got like 30 feet vision.
You're gonna have to work with what you got.
I
You
don't
grabbed
want to work
everyone.
with what I've got.
Huh? No, I mean, what's on your creature? I can't fix it without restarting my computer.
Right.
So, okay,
Can you see in there now?
kind of. I'll
I
move
can.
for a second.
I mean, I can see the 2 giants and something big in the back of the room.
No, there's lots of little creatures in the back of the room.
I think
Go
he
up
means
and to
over
your
here.
right. Yeah.
And then you've got one on the right and one on the left. Can you see those?
Yeah, there's 4 big giants.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 close giants
Right,
on either
good.
side, 2 far giants on either side, and then right in the middle, there's 4 little creatures.
Okay.
And by little, I'd be normal sized.
Yeah.
Oh, now I can see everything. Perfect.
Who came in? Who fixed that?
Ferrado?
Well, I was flying over.
Oh, okay. It's Ferrado.
So,
All right. So, Ferrado, are you dropping something on them?
Don't call.
Stone Call. Okay.
and Fletcher, where were you wanting Flashheart and Storm to drop?
Just pick a target. They all look valuable.
6 bludgeoning, no save, 40-foot rad. Okay. Yeah. So you may get much more than that.
2 giants and the 4 regular people.
Well, it's a 20-foot radius.
I think it's a 40-foot radius.
I'll be right back. I'll be
20
back in
foot
2 minutes.
radius, 20-foot high. But then when
Yep.
I pulled up the spell, that's coming off the TOS. 40-foot radius, 20-foot high. So yeah,
Love to get
That's the radius.
awesome.
Nice.
All right.
Storm, you take left, I'll take right.
okay.
Just take the ones in front
Oops.
since we know
It'd be
Storm
nice
Call's
to
coming.
have some of us rush the middle. We've got 3 of us. It'd be nice if one of the three of us rushed up to the guys up there.
Going to be
Is the
difficult.
stone call going to cause problems for us? Should we wait for that to clear first?
It's difficult terrain.
But for flyers, that doesn't matter.
And it lasts for 1 round per level.
But I can shut it down whenever someone says drop it.
True.
And I'll let you guys know that.
Um,
Do you want me to roll the damage now? It's minimal.
It's 2d6 per
about-
round. So, yes, please.
Hey, Fletch.
Yep.
How about you go up left? She'll drop Flash Harp to go up right, and she's just going to run up and keep the two giants and those little guys busy while you guys come up and kill everything.
Yeah, wherever you want to
Okay,
go.
when you say up right and up left, are you talking these two that are towards the front?
Yep. Because yeah, we still
I'll
need
take
to
the one on the right.
check the squishies.
Yep, I like it.
Oh, and like I said, I think Storm's probably got the best chance to hang up there with all the rest of them while you two come up the sides and then meet her up there.
Don't we have special music for this? Ride of the Valkyrie?
The Valkyries.
Yeah.
I think we can make that work.
Kill the
Guess I'm gonna go
rabbit.
slap
Surprise
them
round,
on.
Kill
Les.
the rabbit. Kill the rabbit. Kill the rabbit.
All right, Farina, did you roll the damage? All right, so 7 points to everybody within there. So let me go ahead and do that first.
A little slap in the face, enough to annoy the hell out of them.
So how high above them are you?
Well, being as it's 40 foot. Oh no, that's the radius. That's only 20 high. So I'll be. How tall are the giants?
They're pretty tall, probably 15 to 18 feet.
With another 10-foot reach.
Yes.
So that would be 30 foot, please.
Okay, so you're out of the reach of them. All right, so as you're as you're calling this spell, you see the four smaller creatures sort of looking up at you, and they begin to say something, but the spell happens so fast that you're not sure what they say. They kind of look like this. So one of them looks kind of like that, and the other one,
like
it looks
Birdie.
Robot
like
things.
a little, yeah, like constructs almost. But they were speaking, and now, but that whatever they were saying to you as you were flying above, they were looking up and they were talking to you. But whatever they were saying is lost as all these rocks and stuff sort of pour down on them. All right, and then it is Anish time.
Yeah, the same initiative again. That's crazy.
I'm not last.
You were first last time.
So
Oh no, that was
far, I think
Bardo.
it's-
Sorry.
I
Yeah,
think it's me.
I was last time. I'm last most times. But I'm not last this time.
Who's last this time?
So far, it's me.
Fletcher. He'll use that to his advantage, of course.
Probably.
I don't
All
see
right,
Matt
let's see.
throwing him.
All right.
I'm not last. The
No,
bad
you're
guys
definitely last.
suck.
All right. Do I got everybody on there?
I don't think we have Matt.
Flash Art, where's your
Yeah,
niche roll, bud?
Roll 20 crashed out for me. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Fight amongst yourselves.
I keep trying to get them to do that, and they won't. It's terrible. All right, so we'll just do these. Okay. All right, cool. All right, we'll wait till Flash Art gets in, and then we will continue. Although he's probably not going to roll higher than a 31, so
Yeah.
True.
we could probably start.
Nope,
he did. All right, and that's
D12. I rolled a D12. Yeah.
And your roll was still poor.
It's still higher than his other D20.
Damn it! I can't. It is impossible to do from your phone.
Those are
That's a
D10s.
D10. Doubled it. It's 12.
Okay.
There we go. 14. What's your bonus?
3. So
Okay, so
it's
17.
That was hard. Sorry,
It
guys.
was hard. Not just for you.
That's what she said.
Okay. All right. First things first. Merilith goes first. You're still outside. Everybody's piling in, flying over the walls, causing mayhem.
She came running past the
Oh, come
thing
on
to
now.
get to there and says, they're invading the place. Kill them.
All right, give me a bluff check. They're invading the place. Kill them. This is where we always knew this was going to happen eventually. Oh, geez. He's like, what? And you hear, he says something strange to you in Abyssal. You come running by. He does not engage in attack of opportunity. He looks at you. He's like, what? Yeah, you're a Merilith. And you say in Abyssal to him, what did you say? Get them. They're attacking the place, kind of
They're
thing.
invading the place. Yeah, get them.
At them. And he's saying, he says something very strange. At least you find it very strange. He says, why are they attacking? They were expected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
My turn is done.
Okay.
They were expected.
They were expected.
Okay.
All right. The creatures. So these guys all run to get out of the rain of things. So they go through here into that room. And Verado, you're still pretty high up. The stone call makes a fair amount of noise, doesn't it?
Oh,
I mean, it's I would expect
it's falling
that much
rock.
Avalanche. But that's all difficult terrain now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so they're taking the
Follow it up.
entirety of their moves to get in there. Hold on a second. They go through that
Don't they
door.
have to roll to see if they even know? Difficult.
No, they're picking their way
Well,
through it.
Difficult terrain is just double. And I was asking for us, not necessarily for them.
Well, I can make it go away. Now that they're gone, I'll just kill it. Because I don't think it's going to slow the giants down much either.
So, Verado, give me perception. 39. All right, you can hear these creatures, and they're talking in sort of this monotone kind of thing. It's very difficult to hear, but you hear the words with a 39. You hear the words guests, attacking, heroes, crusaders, and don't understand. And then you hear another voice in there. You can't make out what he's saying, or it's saying. It sounds like a fly buzzing, but it's obviously language.
So they're
Bardo.
talking to fly face.
Okay.
Bardos is up.
We are connected telepathically, so I heard Don explain that.
Yep.
In shock.
Oh no, you've always sort of expected this to happen.
And then that means you also heard everything I just heard too.
This is leading me to think that these are the crystals, and this is Xanther Vang's thing. So I'm betting that he's in this area somewhere. So I am going to try to get everybody to stop based on what I just heard. I'll call out telepathically to the people and say, hang on a second, we might have an interesting development here. And then I'm going to say out loud, in Abyssal, I'll just call out, was it Xanther, I think?
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
Xanther, is this something that you're up to here? See if he's because apparently he's been scrying on us all the time, so maybe he's watching us now. Maybe he'll react to that if he is watching.
Okay, cool. All right, you do anything else? Because almost all of that was like no action kind of actions.
No, I'm behind Fletcher still, and I'm fine there.
And you stay there.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, Liz?
Sure.
The flyover. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying I could be wrong. I mean, this could have nothing to do with Fang, but it just feels like it's dihydrogen crystals, and that's what he was all about. And
The
if they think
flyover I
it's
did
supposed to
originally,
be-
wasn't that a surprise attack? That wouldn't have been my initiative. When I came over the wall and dropped the stone call, would that have been my turn, or would that have been like a?
It would like, yeah, surprising. It would have been more like your turn. It wasn't a
The only
surprise
reason I
action.
ask is that my turn was before Illendar. I was at 22, I think. So
Wait, where are you? You're not even on here.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't make it, but I'd like to just drop the stone call.
All right,
In
hold
light
on.
of all of this too, because I too am questioning and then getting Bardos's feelings. It's not doing anybody any good anymore anyway, so I'm just going to drop the stone call if that's okay.
Okay, and you said you rolled a 22?
Yeah, I had rolled it. It's up there somewhere. Yeah, I got the same one as last time, 22.
Okay. I wonder why it didn't take. All right, I'm going to put you behind Bardos because you wouldn't have necessarily known to drop the stone call until Bardos said we may have a problem here.
Wouldn't I have heard him telepathically because we're linked?
Yes, but it's still on his turn.
Oh, I see.
So I'm just gonna slide you behind Bardos for this one, and then I'll slip you back in front of Bardos after you go now.
You can leave me behind. It's fine. You don't need to move me again. It's fine.
Okay. Well then, okay, then it is your turn, not Illendar's. So go ahead. Well, let me slip you up there. So go ahead. And you're dropping the stone call.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fly over here closer to the door to listen in. Like
All right. So so you're gonna like land?
No, I'm gonna kind of hover above the door. Like I want to be able to. I don't know that I trust what's going on, but I do believe that this might be different than what we thought it was. So I'm just gonna hang out above and around the door to try and get a view in the room and see, what the fly sound is. And
all right. Give me a perception check. 42. Okay. So yeah, you could, now that the stones aren't rattling around and you're closer, you could definitely hear what they're talking about. And you could hear these women, robot women, is what they look like, are talking to some guy. And as you flew down, you sort of passed the door and you could see sort of inside. And basically what you see is these four sort of women that were out here are standing in front of a fly guy's desk, and he's sort of standing there, and they're explaining that you understand Abyssal, right? I'm sure you do.
No, I don't. This character does not.
Oh, okay. So you don't understand Abyssal. So it sounds like they're explaining something to him or telling him something, and he's and asking questions, and he's kind of like looking past them and things like that. It's like they're reporting something and he's asking them questions about it, like something's wrong, and he's trying to figure out what do you mean something's wrong? That kind of thing.
Okay. So if I can hear it, can people that are telepathically linked to me hear what I'm hearing? Can they understand it if they understand Abyssal? Does it work like that?
That's a good question.
I think telepathy is more sensing thoughts. It's not hearing your surroundings.
Yeah, it's not really hearing what she's hearing.
Okay, well then my thoughts are just like this is not what I expected. They're confused and trying to work through what's going on here. They don't seem
yeah, it doesn't say that they hear through what you hear, so they just you can communicate. Okay. All right, that it for you, Frodo?
Yep.
Ilendar.
I'm going to delay until I figure out what's going on with what Bardos is saying.
Okay. Flashheart, what about you? Flashheart? Did we lose him again?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
Whatever one the storm dropped me in front of, that's the one I'm attacking. So would I get just one attack or full attack?
One attack. If you're going towards this one, because that's sort of the side you're on there, you can run up there and get a single radiance attack. You're not hasted.
Let me do it. I'm no longer hasted. Okay.
Correct. So you're gonna run up there. In this case, he does have reach, and this would provoke, but Flashheart, to your eyes, this creature seems confused. Like, what are you doing? And so you get the attack on him, and he's flat-footed.
I detect evil.
Oh, he's definitely evil.
Then I don't have any problems here.
Okay. Yeah, he's evil.
I'll try to talk to Flashheart telepathically and tell him to hang on a second before he attacks this thing. There's something else.
Oh, okay. Then I will hold my hand if that's
He's just about to thrust.
I don't know. You got a crit, man. Do you want to back off on it? It's a confirmed crit too.
Oh, take it.
How fast is telepathic can contact? I would love to take this.
Well, he's probably you're running up with radiance out, going for Iomade, and Bardos is like,
why are we holding on this? I'm forgetting. What is this is old maggot face, right?
Possibly, could be wrong.
So
wait a second. I just checked the telepathic bond. Flashheart is not part of that. You can't talk to him telepathically. It's Gatto, Ilindar, Lothar, Ferrado, and Bardos are the 5.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Bardos.
So guess what's happening on Fletcher's turn?
Better.
So that's a confirmed crit. Do you wanna take it or the chart?
Yeah, charge. Always
okay.
Charge.
I did have message, but it's fine.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
I guess after this turn, you can tell me what I shouldn't be doing.
After this turn, he can tell.
So the crit's called Shattered Nose. Target suffers max plus bonus 1d2 charisma damage, which is going to be negligible for this
He's
guy.
already ugly.
And 1 bleed. So you leap up and crack radiance in the nose, which splits in half. So you can see, you know how when you see people with no noses, the skulls, they have like a hole. You can see all the boogers and stuff in there. So yeah, you just basically split his nose. He's like, really smart. So
I can heal
24, 34. What is max? So you do 34 plus 37, which would be 71 points of damage, and his nose is completely split and blood is pouring out of it. And this guy over here yells out, "Hey, what are you doing? Get that out!" In Abyssal.
Well, I do speak Abyssal. I'm like, what do you think I'm doing?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm cutting this guy's nose off.
Chopping his nose off. What do we got a problem here?
You're expected, you dipshits.
Oh. All right, well, I'll tell this guy I can heal him later then. I'll be back to heal you
An
later.
invitation we forgot about.
You got a Mr. Microphone. Hey, baby, we'll come back to heal you later.
I love
right.
Mr. Microphone.
All right, Lothar, you're up. You're up next.
Sorry, Bardos.
Oh, that's okay.
What
deals with demons,
language
remember.
did Gatto speak to this giant in?
I forgot you're making a deal with a demon, right? Lothar has brokered this.
No.
What language did Gatto speak to the giant in?
Common.
Abyssal. Abyssal is common for demons.
So I heard him speak Abyssal,
I assume so, yeah.
which I understand,
Yes.
to the giant.
Yes.
But now, at this point, nobody is attacking anyone. Everyone's just kind of hanging still.
Well, Flashheart is sort of
Flashheart
breaking the mold there, yeah.
Yeah, but
You
when-
get the sense Fletcher's about to attack.
when
Did anybody see
Bardos,
Suicide Squad 2 where Peacemaker kills everybody in the camp and then they find out that everybody in the camp's on their side?
yeah,
Yeah, it was like that move there.
Well, they didn't say they were on your side. Basically, the guy's like, "You guys are expected. What are they doing? You know, we've been waiting for them."
yeah, and I heard all that. Plus, when Bardos screamed out telepathically, "No, don't kill these guys!" I would have been.
Yeah, you would have heard that. Yeah.
I didn't kill him. I just maimed him.
So
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't
gonna-
say don't kill him either. I said, hang on a second. There might be something else going on here.
So I'm
Alright.
going to move back to here,
Okay.
and I'm going to have the bow ready. And
How long are we playing for?
I'm at this point looking both at the giant and Gatto.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Is that it for you,
Yeah,
Fletcher?
Do I hear eeny, meeny, miny, old Mo under his breath?
Fletcher,
Matt,
yeah.
Matt, this will be the last round.
Thank you.
Yep.
And Matt, your character looks half dead. Can you check your health bar?
Who
I
does?
look after me.
Flash heart.
Flashheart doesn't have a health bar that I see.
I see it, but it's like half gone.
Oh, you know what I did? I took points off of Flashheart.
Okay. But to answer your question, Gordon,
Yes,
yes,
you were upset with him.
He's secretly giving me
it's
bleed.
very clear that Fletcher is about to attack.
DM's
and you would
prerogative.
know he doesn't speak Abyssal and he's not connected to the psychic connection.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm standing right next to him though, so I do have message with you, so I did put a hand on you when I was speaking and say the same thing.
Well, you're right next to me
Hand
too,
me,
so if
you
you say something, he'll stop. But if you don't, he's going.
Yeah. You know, I would have done that with Fletcher. That's kind of why I'm standing next to you.
Okay. He's not pleased
About not killing.
about not killing.
He does like
but
murder.
he
That's true.
Moves in.
I don't know where this is going to go. It could just be a few second refrain pause here for a popcorn break, but let's see what's going on here.
He moves into the room a little further to make sure he can hit lots of targets if he needs to.
Okay. All right. Cool. He just
growling.
moves in. You know, hanging out with Fletcher socially has got to be a hoot. Like, hey Fletcher, you want to go to Chili's? Hey Fletcher, you want to go to Chili's and get a margarita? Fuck you! I'm gonna kill somebody. This margarita's warm. You know.
Death
all right.
to margaritas.
death to chili servers.
He is still a half elf, isn't he? I mean, you were fairly attractive at one point, weren't you, Dan?
Kinda.
Yes. He's just in battle mode.
Well,
no,
out to rage.
I'm
a lot
sorry.
of
Technically, death to chili servers, I'm on board. Sorry, that seems unholy. I'm down.
That's a very specific favorite.
Hold on, was that our cleric just said that?
You can't be holy all the time, and even the holiest man can be bedeviled by poor service.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Chili's?
Can chili servers be a favorite enemy? Is that what I mean?
No deals with devils unless you're in Chili's.
Unless.
No deals with devils or chili servers.
Chili servers are my favorite enemy. That's fucking brilliant. All right. Fletcher rolls in. He's not happy. He's looking truculent. Not succulent. But he does not immediately attack like Flashheart did. Illendar, you and Storm.
Just holding.
All right. So
be in the room.
So the ash giants kind of like this one kind of comes over here and is looking at you, Ferrado. I know you're hovering about 10 feet off the ground. It doesn't do anything. This one comes walking down here and says, Steve, what the hell happened to your nose? What did this little guy do that to you? That's crazy. And he's looking at he's like, hold your head back for fuck's sake. And he's got it back and he's this got some sort of piece of shitty cloth he's jamming in there, trying to stop the bleeding. He's like, oh, it's bleeding like a mother. How do you do this? And he looks at Flashheart and he's like, what did you do that for? And this one kind of says, walks over a little bit over towards Lothar and says, you guys know you're expected, right? Will you come busting in here? What are you doing? And they seem very confused, except for one of them seems to be like, "Oh God, this really hurts," that kind of thing. But they're all just sort of milling around. They're like, bosses are waiting for you. We're supposed to welcome you. You got an appointment. What are you doing? And he kind of looks back at the Merilith and goes, "Wait a second, who are you? You're not with these guys. Do you have an appointment?" And he sort of turns around and goes start walking back toward the Merilith. We're going to have to see. You have an appointment here? What are you doing here? You're not expected.
I thought they were attacking, so I just came for cover.
He seems even more confused by that statement than the attack. So, all right. So that's all. They don't attack. They don't do anything. They're just saying you guys are expected. You know, what are you doing? And the other guy's helping his friend. He's like, direct pressure, dude. You got to direct pressure. Just get your hand on it. I jam some cloth. You know, and they're arguing back and forth. He's like, it really freaking hurts. I feel like that stupid sword touched my brain. He said, feels like it touched your brain too, you idiot. You know, that kind of thing. And they're arguing back and forth. But yeah, everybody seems to be like, what the what? And
real quick,
being a 6 foot tall guy hit an 18-foot tall giant in the nose.
Yeah,
he left out.
He's a leaper.
If they're going to be that way, she's going to the Merilith is going to leave.
Okay. Well, if you guys are going to be so rude, I'm just going to leave. You know, that kind of. Well, they're not. So they're not.
No. I'm leaving the building, and then I'm going to drop the disguise.
Oh, we come in and say, "Hey guys, did I hear we have an appointment?" You know, that kind of.
I hear we have an appointment.
Hey, what's happening? All right, so you walk out, drop the come in, and it's like, "Hey guys, what's happening?" You know, that kind of thing, and everybody's looking at you like we don't know. And this guy's like, "I hate it when people come in here and they don't have appointments. You have to make an appointment. We're very busy operation here. You know that, right?" And he's like, "Look, you guys need to go in and talk to the boss. He knows everything about this. All right, he's over in there. What's that thing flying, girl? She's over there. That's where you want to go." And that's where we'll stop for tonight, as you guys puzzle through what the hell's going on here.
So are we back on again next week then?
Next Sunday should be.
No, next week is next Sunday is New Year's Eve, and that we've got several people have signed up to play Clause for Concern, a Christmas themed one shot.
So this was to make up for next week's.
Next week still would have been December. So
yeah,
January 7th would be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's the 7th. You're right.
Okay.
Let's have a quick look at
2 weeks we're back up.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, so we're
1.5.
1.5.
Okay.
Just in time, the coat pile is getting pretty thin here, so I was starting to become visible.
Everybody's going home.
In, Matt.
Yep, much obliged. All right.
Thanks,
good night, all.
All right, thank you guys.
Good night, everybody.
See you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Happy
guys.
holidays. Happy New Year.
Hey, Les.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for finally giving me an opportunity to use that.
Oh man, brutal, absolutely brutal, but well used, well done. All right, I'm going to send out the links for the New Year's Eve thing, momentarily. So there you go.